Hello, and welcome to Special Scuffed Express. Tonight we'll be covering Vickers and Josh and the current meltdowns about how I'm a horrible person. Welcome to Special Scuffed Express. Tonight, we're getting echo. Okay. So, tonight I'm joined by Brian, and the Squire will be coming in shortly whenever he gets done taking a dump or whatever the fuck he's doing. And,
do you have it pointing at Josh's weight?
Yes. No. Now, if you see that picture, that reflection in the the reflection.
Does Josh have boobs?
Yes, the reflection in that that is Josh's weight loss picture 2 years ago during the weight loss challenge, the punt to gun.
Oh, he definitely.
And Josh only took one picture, and you could see his fat ass reflection.
He's got tits
right in the fucking scale. And he's got some woman tits. And we're going to discuss Josh real quick here. Because...
You want to just play... Well, you want to start with the clip first, and then we'll go into it?
Yeah, sure. Let's do the clip first.
His little fucking hot take on us. Right. On the writer's room.
Well, he was very vicious today. Very vicious. Hold on, let me pop it in. I'll share it with you, Brian, and then we'll... I forgot to do this part. Okay.
Actually, your stream is not scuffed today. We're on it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It'll give you advice, is what your chat said.
Who'll give me advice?
Josh. Josh will give you advice again.
Is Josh going to give me advice? Is that what I really want? Okay.
Josh, if Brian needs to be nice, I'll be nicer to channel. I'll be nicer.
So we're going to play this. And I guess we'll respond to it. This will be our first order of business.
Okay, good.
Since Squire wasn't even mentioned in this, we'll just.
Well, he named you first.
Yeah, well, he only named me because Josh sees about me to this day, and I'll tell everybody why Josh sees about me to this day. But we'll play something.
However, he is so desperate to get a win against the Kiwi Farms and people like Historian X. In the Gator Game Order, he has teamed up with at least Perspicacity and a bunch of other faggots. He's in a literal Discord room where they send him shit to read on screen. He begs them for leaks, and he has resorted to these people and other slimy, truly disgusting people who do not deserve mention because they only like a lot of people want money from the Ralph shit. They just want to.
So let's respond to this really quick here. I haven't talked to Adam in months. Nobody's talked to Adam in months. He's actually on his own. So I'll just confirm that for Adam. Just to make things perfectly clear.
Attention. So I will try to cover them in passing as much as possible. He bashes Gator and says, Gator, you sweep it up for a literal pedophile, Pedmenko, because Pedmenko had Shadakan or whatever the fuck. On his favorites, on his e-hentai or whatever the fuck. But then he takes information, and of course he also bashes Randbot and makes fun of Randbot.
You're waiting very quietly, Brian.
Because Holocaust denial is illegal in Australia. You can go to jail for it. He says, I'm somewhat trepidatious about talking about the JQ. And then Ralph, of course, when he hears something that could potentially get him into trouble, he says, I don't necessarily co-sign this. And these are two callbacks he does all the time. I don't necessarily co-sign this, or I'm somewhat trepidatious about all this. When a actual child sadist pedophile gives him bullshit information, he laps it up and just says, well, I've got some trepidations about this fella, but in the name of getting after Gamergator, it's worth it. And it's like, nah, buddy. You got all these little people after you.
All right, just pause it. It's okay. That's enough. We're good on that. I was gonna let it ride so we can get to this part. Okay, fuck you, Josh. First of all, Joshua Connor Moon, the owner and editor of the site Kiwi Farms, who is confirmed to have not one but two fucking throwaway business accounts in Singapore and Australia that are tied to a PO box for criminal organizations. No, you don't stop me. Because with the CCP, as you're in China, fucking scamming people, selling people's data on your fucking site. Josh, none of us are sadist pedophiles. The closest, there's no evidence of this. You're just lying. You're just lying to protect a fucking fat, retarded, neckbeard zoophile in North Carolina who wants to have sex with alligators, just like his sister has sex with deers.
Well, that might be true. Yes. I might have, I vow that one. That he's sweeping it up for fucking Gator of all people. Imagine sweeping it up for Gator. I'm sorry, Josh, that the integrity of your entire site is completely been blown out of the water, at least for the gun some forum. Brian, please put some headphones on. I hear myself. I'm sorry that, you're really mad at me for 2 years ago for calling out Vickers for paying off people on the sub forum 2 years ago, 2 fucking years ago, for making fun of you, saying that Dick Masterson's house was a mansion. He's been seething about me for like 2 years. And also he says I'm like this crazy schizo person that, is like this, I can't even be mentioned on the site. If you look on the site, you'll notice like I am not allowed to be mentioned unless it's in like the most derogatory way. And he freaks out if they link my streams on the site.
Give me 2 seconds, man. But there's more I want to say on this. Hold on.
Oh, Brian's leaving me.
I'll be right back. No.
So, 2 years ago, Josh had the schizo theory with the trannies that are on the Gun Sub forum that have completely taken it over and are planning troll ops, very obviously, and we have all the logs of it. With mods, by the way, and the mod knows everything, but he's okay because he didn't actually do any of it. He just knew they were doing it and helped them post it, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't count, I guess. He was convinced that I was trying to take over his site. Like I wanted to take over the Kiwi Fires. So, I let it go. And I moved on. I got really bored of posting. I think everybody basically in my generation of posters, because there was at that time a trash fire thread would grow maybe 150 pages a day. And now I think Josh is lucky if a huge thread grows like maybe 10 pages a day. And he's still seething. But Internet Famous was like a fairly neutral board. There wasn't a lot of, organized anything because it was just all random people. So now what's happened is it's become a commodity to fuck with Ralph. And these people are just completely insane. Like trying to frame Ralph for crimes, entrapment, harassment, sending shit to Ralph's house, calling the police on Ralph, trying to get him to commit crimes, being fed all kinds of information, which we will go over today. We're going to go over some lore on Vickers today.
All right, can you hear me now or no?
For the last 10 years.
Am I still echoing in your ear or no?
No, I was echoing back through. You probably didn't have headphones on. You probably had speakers going. So I was echoing back through.
That's weird. All right. So, So where was I? That's right. Fuck you, Josh, you sack of shit. None of us, not Persip, Squire, or me, have any semblance of like any type of sussy shit we've ever done with children, but you have ran a literal Chan board where it was all wrapped up in child pornography bullshit that was covered extensively on multiple websites and multiple videos. And you've swept that under the rug. You've claimed that you were 16 years old when you did all these things. There's you in a fucking website harassing some chick and threatening to skin her alive, you psychopath. Go fuck yourself. Just to even come out and say shit like this. Some of us have kids. No. Hold on. Some of us have kids, Josh. Some of us have kids, Josh. Some of us are parents, Josh, and that you're accusing this shit. Of course, you leave names out because you want to be vague, because you're lying, because you're a liar, Josh. You're a liar, Josh, and a faggot and a pedophile, Josh. That's what you are. You're a sick, weird fuck, and you project on other people.
Girl I ever loved. That's why I wanted to kill her.
All right, let's break down the facts. Zoom and his plate game people swat me all the time. Zoom and his plate game people hate us, right? Gators, the whole Gator shit.
We're in the bride zone.
The Chudbud. No, the whole Gator shit is about the Chudbuds leaks. No, Zoom didn't do the Chudbuds leaks, you fat faggot. You know that. Neither did Plate Gang, fat faggot pedophile. And you know that, Josh. But you're going to sit there and lie, and you're going to name Perspicacity and other people and this weird sadist pedophile. Post proof. Post the receipts, you fat faggot. And I'll post the receipts of you sitting there and allowing people being pedophiles on your fucking websites that you ran before, where you're arguing for CP in 2018, when you're arguing for Vider Vikings arguments on having sex with child sex dolls, which, by the way, now you've changed your mind because Pantsu likes Lolicon, so you can't say that anymore. What is my dad? And my dad has nothing to do with me either. So even if that's even used, my dad's not me. There's nothing around me and any of that other stuff. So fuck you, Josh. You're a liar. You have no receipts for what you're claiming. Godwinson is not working with sadist pedophile groups, and none of us are sadist pedophiles. And if you think you have proof of that, then post it, right? Because right now, another guy named JFK basically has outed everything as he's the original hacker. Right? Plate Gang can't do shit anyways but swat people like faggots because they're pussies. But that's the end of the discussion on that. So, fuck Josh. I mean, that's all you have to say on this. There's nothing else to say. Josh is a liar, and he's sweeping it up because his staff members take bribes. And because he's a pedophile himself, and he has to project onto others so he can take off any smoke around all the bullshit around him. If he's not, then prove me wrong, Josh, and explain. Let people post about you and all the shit about your Chan board that you ran where you let child predators post CP all over it. Let them explain it. But you don't let him explain that because you delete. And you know this is true, person. How many times has he told people you're not allowed to post about him because it deters from him working on the site?
Nobody's allowed to say anything to Josh, or you'll just be instantly banned.
So if you post out that Josh ran a Chan board to compete with 8chan when he got fired and ran off, and he allowed child pornography on the site, and his argument was.
And then he changed his mind like a year later.
He allowed child pornography literature and child porn, and his argument was it was just pictures and it's just writing, bro. And nowadays he just tries to deny it and say he was a stupid kid. He wasn't a stupid kid. He was in his 20s living with fucking Hot Wheels, right? That's just a lie. He scammed. The whole Infinity Next was a scam. He scammed a shitload of money, and he thought he was going to get fed to pigs by Jim Watkins after he tried to scam a crippled guy in a wheelchair in fucking Philippines. He's a sack of shit.
Well, one day we'll have to go over have Squire narrate the experience of Josh's journals about changing Hot Wheels diaper and dumping his piss bottles and stuff. We'll have to
I mean, that's just the end of the discussion. Is Josh has no receipts for what he's claiming.
For what was he pressing Hot Wheels for? Speed?
I don't know, dude. Who knows? Yeah, he was like addicted to pills. Who knows? Josh is like in China now. He's taking money from the CCP, sells people's data. That's how his servers are up because of the Chinese thing. He has no problem admitting to this. He's got fucking 2 different accounts, maybe even 3, where they're false accounts. So because he's banned from having a bank account, the guy's on the match list. So he uses fucking shell companies that are illegal in Australia and in Singapore to funnel money in. And then he does shit through organized crimes to get money through the PO boxes because he can't have a fucking bail box. It's insane. This guy shouldn't be even mentioning anybody's name with sadist pedophile, because the only one in the room that is one is probably him. It's just fucking ridiculous. He can go fuck himself.
Well, that's Brian's take. My whole take is, why are you such a piece of shit? That's my whole take.
I mean, yeah.
Why are you covering for this bullshit? Why are you covering for Vickers? You know Vickers is in control of that entire subforum. You have that fucking Haru and all those accounts talking to Vickers regularly, posting stuff for him, and you're just letting these people run your boards. And they're all in contact with Gator and all these people. Meanwhile, I said, it came out, I was on one stream with PPP and they wanted my fucking throat, and Josh threatened to ban me. So I find it all very interesting. We'll finish the clip. It's 13 seconds left.
It's like Historian X trying to get into his fucking ear and feed him bullshit, and he accepts it uncritically because he has a goal in mind, and he just doesn't care if he lies because he's British. I truly believe that this is a British.
So, okay. That's the end of the clip.
He's just a fucking liar, as usual. Just post receipts, Josh, or shut the fuck up. This is all
nothing.
Because
you won't find me in a Discord server. You won't find unhinged DMs with me saying I'm calling the feds on people. It doesn't exist. You will not find it because it doesn't exist. Absolutely does not exist.
Well, it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, until Josh posts receipts that we're all sadist pedophiles that work for Zoom, because his little argument is vaguely saying that everything that Gator said was true in the Chudbuds leak, and also at the same time saying that Goblins didn't just get it from the Chudbuds leak, because that's where everything came from. It can't come from anybody else. It came from the Chudbuds leak. Josh can go fuck himself. He's a liar and a pedophile.
You want to just, we'll play some audio of Josh talking about. Yeah,
if you want. I don't know what you have queued up. Oh, no, let me fucking pre-fade this. I don't know what he's queued up. I don't know what Percip has done. There is no fucking writer's room, Josh. It's a joke. It's a goddamn joke. It's been a joke for a long time.
It was always
what the real writer's room was?
It was a friggin' joke, but it became real because I blame Brian for this. It became real because of Brian. And then Adam and Ashton thought it was funny. They fucking ran with it.
We did work on Kino Casino. We ran with Kino Casino, but that's it. Once that shit was done, it was done. I mean, there was nothing else going on. It is funny to me, but there is no fucking writer's room. So let me just preface this by saying that I don't know what the fuck you've queued up. This was the only thing I knew that you were definitely going to play because I wanted to shit on Josh.
Right. This is Josh talking about 8chan. We'll play a little bit of this, and then we'll move on from Josh. I have birthday wishes for Surfer and stuff.
Pulling Josh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I haven't seen that guy in forever.
Nigger, you sucked my dick for fucking months. Then the second I come and ask questions about why you're going after Ralph's friends, you start calling me a fucking child predator. Dude, fucking
this is Josh very upset.
Specifically, that it's only 16 chan.
I'm just waiting for you to play it. It just says stream paused.
You don't hear it?
No, it just says stream paused. Percip has minimized their application. Sit tight.
Okay, hold on. The stream could hear the audio, but you can't. But I can fix that actually very easily.
Okay.
I can fix that, Brian.
Sure.
Right now, we're going to pull in Josh.
Well, hold on a sec. I got to fix that. Now I got to go and fix everything, and hopefully we don't crash.
Nah, you should be fine.
Oops. Let's see here.
This is a classic audio.
This is ancient audio.
Holy shit! I don't know who Digital Waffles is, but this is like some old school A-log. He's like bringing up old Gamergate lore. He's like bringing up Hitbox TV.
You ready? You see
it? This dude's pissed. Yeah, I can see it. Let me zoom in.
Hey, Josh.
Shit. You're such a fucking nigger. You sucked my dick for fucking months. Then the second I come and ask questions about why you're going after Ralph,
who's he yelling at?
You start calling me a fucking child predator. Dude,
who is he talking to?
Specifically, that it's only 16 chan that I had something on.
Yes, 16 chan had problems with people posting child pornography because it's a fucking image board, you dumb.
No. I didn't say it wasn't justified. I hadn't gone.
I've never heard this. Who is he talking to?
On the CP comment.
Is that Xander?
It's Xander. Yes, this is, I believe, on Stream.me.
Elaboration on this.
Wow, I don't remember this at all.
I do.
So
this is during the Xander arc.
Image board there created file.
I don't remember this at all. This is amazing.
So, if I remember correctly, Josh. So you had Josh, Xander, who's Dispatch.
Right. I know who Xander is.
Ralph, and all those guys. Zoom was on stream. All these guys were on Stream.me.
Zoom was on stream. Okay, so Zoom. I knew they were on Stream.me, but they were on this call.
Josh was the only streamer that was kicked off Stream.me because the site got reported so many times. I think probably by Vordrak or by Zoom or whoever. We never really got to the bottom.
Well, I think that was because
Josh was like one of the only.
Money.
That was Josh and PPP were like two of the only people who got thrown off.
Yeah, I've never even heard this audio before. So this was audio on Stream.me. I'm pretty sure that he got banned, though. No, to be fair to Josh, I think he got banned because of the money situation. Because Josh was like A-logging people at the top because he wanted the money. Yeah. You know, because SPCC got literally flagged down by Flamenco because of the money.
Well, SPCC just got really pissed off and annoyed because Flamenco would call up after SPCC would, do the prank calls. Fagmenko would call up and try to interview the people and say, "Oh, you just got pranked. How do you feel that you just got pranked?"
He really did that.
Yes.
Oh, dude, we're gonna have to find that audio and play that.
He did. I don't even know. I didn't even find that audio, but I remember that.
I'm sure somebody has it archived. I wish to see that.
Let's listen to a little bit of that.
Image board.
It's an image board, but that doesn't excuse pedo stuff.
Have you ever been to an image board? Have you ever seen?
I have.
Oh my lord! Yes, Josh, defend it.
Josh, I've been to. I used to frequent this site called Funny Junk. There's a lot of degenerate stuff on there, which is being allowed while they ban.
Did you just compare an image board to Funny Junk?
He did.
That is an image
Funny
board.
Junk.
Funny Junk is an image board, isn't it?
Can we kick Zug?
Zug. We should.
Look, like that wasn't the point. I'm just saying.
Was Danish police also in this? I can't remember.
Like moral lines you should adhere to.
Yes.
Do you remember Danish police?
And the moral arguments for outright banning anything about pedophilia. I've heard them before. 16chan does not exist. So
he started the whole gun gate.
When I hosted 16chan, I took the rules of 8chan and I strengthened them. Correct. The rules of 16chan are stricter than 8chan was at the time. And that 8chan had a problem with pedophiles making image threads, specifically containing pictures of children that they found on Facebook, off Google Images, off Instagram.
Oh, no.
It's not child porn. It's just pictures of children. Which is why when I made 16chan, I made an entire section of the rules explaining where the line is in pedophilia content. If you want to post it, you have to post in a text-only board.
Ethics and pedophilia content.
Says that's tacit endorsement. But what I was trying to do was to make a version of 8chan that was just as free as 8chan, but with less pedophile content. And people still posted CP because it's a fucking image board, and you can't really stop that. And yes, people made archives of it being on the site, but it got deleted when I woke up. It was only me moderating the website. Let me just stop you there for
a second. You can't stop that. You're right. You can't prevent someone from making a new account and just posting that shit.
It's not. You don't even need to make an account.
Account? Okay. So my only complaints that I have against this is the fact that the file board itself was not was allowed to continue to have an existence throughout the 4 months there. How come you didn't just delete that entire board itself?
Correct.
But
yes, it did.
Does deleting a board itself violate any free speech? You could still post things in other boards.
No shit.
Well, the rules were that I had designed was that if you wanted to discuss child pornography, it had
just pause it there. Pause it for a second. Pause it for like 2 seconds.
You're stepping on the most important part, Brian. Let him finish that.
All right, go back a second.
Board itself violate any free speech? You could still post things in other boards.
Well, the rules were that I had designed was that if you wanted to discuss child pornography, it had to be, no, not child pornography, but if you wanted to discuss anything about pedophilia, about attraction to kids, it had to be in a quarantine board with no images. So having one board for it that was not listed on the index page, that didn't have images, was my solution to the issue.
So that board was text only. So then how did the rest of the...
Random people would post child pornography elsewhere on the site before I could delete it.
Okay. So we let him finish his thought. Bro. So give your thoughts, Brian, and I'll give my recollection.
Come on, bro. Come the fuck on, bro. He says his rules. Just go by the law. You just go by the law. There's no rules that you make up around pedophilia on your fucking website. You just go by the law. The main question is why did he not report these IPs to proper authorities like you're supposed to do?
I believe he said, in fairness to Josh. Now, I remember his big coat for this. And so we got to at least be fair when we're talking about pedophiles here. So in fairness to Josh, he had said he did report the IPs. And he had said after this whole event with 16chan that he had revised his views on Lolicon and all this other bullshit. But that was also conveniently because of Pantsuit. But that's Josh's take now, is that he's completely changed his mind, that all of these people are closet pedophiles, and he doesn't allow lolly posting or any of this other stuff anymore. So that's Josh's cope.
I'll be right back, man. I gotta step away for a second.
Now you're gonna step away.
Yeah, my kid just woke up, man. I'll be right back.
Hold on. Okay. So I wasn't prepared for that. So that's what I remember Josh saying. Now, is that like bullshit? Yes. I think that's kind of bullshit to do it after fucking Ralph gets with Pantsu. But at least he admitted it was wrong. So, it's all a big cope, though. It still comes down to anybody that Josh doesn't like, he'll call them a pedophile and plaster it all over his site. And I think that's incredibly fucked up. I don't know what's wrong with this guy. To lump my name in, to say my name, and then to say, because he didn't say Brian. He didn't say Squire. He didn't say any of these other people. He said Perspicacity, and then to lump my name in with sadist pedophiles who were running gay ops is fucking nuts, bro. You are nuts. You dislike me because you thought I was taking over your fucking website somehow and your schizologic. But none of that is real. Do you notice like all of these leaks that have happened in the last 2 years? You have never seen me in one of them because I talked to like 6 people in total online. That's it. The writer's room is just people talking as friends. That's it. That's all that ever was. Now, was there a lot of inspiration out of the writer's room? Obviously. But I mean, that's all it was. There's nothing nefarious. I mean, it's just crazy. Gator has like created this entire fans fiction in his head, and Josh reads it and thinks, well, this is totally reasonable. Like I'm talking to Zoom, or I'm a part of Plate Gang, or all this other bullshit where I'm like psyoping people. It's just insane, bro. It's nuts. Get a grip. Get a grip like Gator.
Okay, I'm
Get
back.
on some meds. All right, Brian. Go ahead.
Okay. What did you continue off, or were you just ran?
I'm not co-signing anything. I'm just saying what it is. I'm done. Go ahead, Brian. What? I'm not co-signing Brian either, but I love Brian, but I'm not co-signing anything
What did I miss?
I was just going on a rant. I'm responding to the chat. Everybody's saying don't co-sign Brian. Everybody in the chat is saying don't co-sign Brian.
That's because there's a guy with my dad's name in it. There's another guy spamming that my dad raped me. That's probably because it's Plate Gang that you're responding to. Because you're retarded.
No, I'm not responding to Plate Gang. Brian, I'm not responding to Plate Gang. I'm literally responding to Bacon and Eggers.
Yeah, Bacon and Eggers is Plate Gang. He just got done spinning the same shit.
There's so much. Yes. Okay. Whatever.
They have stocks for days. There's Rocket. There's another one. There's Zoom.
Oh my god!
I could just look at. They're in your chat. They're the ones that are flooding your chat, bro. The same ones that you got yelled at last time for.
Well, I don't believe in cleaning up the chat. As long as nobody's doxing anybody.
Chat.
Are people... Please... Okay, so chat. I'm going to ask you a favor. My wonderful chat that I love, that loves to shit post it. Please, no doxes in the chat.
You know that me and Squire are going to get messaged like crazy again. Last time they messaged us like crazy bitching.
Is there really doxes in the chat?
No, I didn't say there's doxing. I said they're just fucking trolling with dumb shit.
They control with whatever
just saying
they
dumb
want,
shit. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care what they're saying. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Me and Squire are gonna get DM'd with people bitching about him again.
Okay, go ahead, Brian.
What, you calling Josh a pedophile or no receipts? You just heard the guy say he made an entire board for pedophiles to talk about fucking kids.
Well, we could go over the block and stuff, but
what do you want me to say, Bacon and Eggers? Are you retarded? Are you defending Josh, who just admitted that he made a board specifically for pedophiles to talk about fucking children? Is that really what you're going to argue here, Bacon and Eggers? You are Plate Gang, so I wouldn't be surprised you hang out with other pedophiles like Foxo. Who gives a shit, right? Like, your chat is retarded, bro. Your chat's retarded. Like, oh, you're going to defend Josh. Okay. Wow. Well, it doesn't matter. All right, let's keep going.
Okay. You want me to keep playing?
I don't know. Yeah, I've never heard this audio. This is the first time I've ever heard this. I didn't even know Josh actually would do this because he's like well known for never talking about this stuff.
Well, Josh was very talkative during the Stream.me day.
And
I mean,
just
yeah,
was it? The archives that I'd seen, it was a large.
I never knew that.
As if it had been kind of unmoderated.
Nowadays, it's all obvious.
Brian, you didn't know Amanda was pantsy last week.
That's true. That is true.
It's very hard to collect metrics like that. We would receive.
I didn't know who the fuck we were talking about the other day.
100 posts a day at.
I'm used to calling her Bay as well.
Between like a few dozen and a few.
Or Pantry.
On what was happening. But I was the only moderator.
Images proactively or reactively? Were you going out and looking for stuff that popped up on the front page?
I would do it's both, because the front page had an index of all, not only recent posts, but recent media. So for instance, if 300 posts were made to the site and 10 of them contained images, then on the front page you would see the last like 20 posts and then the last 20 images, which would be all 10 images from that recent batch plus 10 more from before. And from that, I had a good overview of all content coming into the site when I looked at it. But from the D-index page that didn't show up on the front page, I'd have to rely on user reports, which is not uncommon. 8chan had similar issues. 8chan, I don't know if people remember this, but to this day, 8chan does not appear on Google unless you specifically include the word 8chan in the search query, because 8chan had such a problem with child pornography being dumped on slow boards that it forced Google to basically remove them from the index.
It's literally
you can't
on the link is literally on the stream, by the way.
So
that's actually not why they got delisted off of Google, but that's fine.
Yeah, I would be legally required to remove it as a U.S. citizen, and the server was hosted in Romania, which on Vincent Canfeld, I think is the last name, Vincent Canfeld's server, along with Cockmail. It was in that same data center, and he would have required
Cockmail. Oh my god!
Right now, we're gonna pull in Josh.
So okay, so that's some old Stream.me lore.
I'm gonna listen to that later. I've never even heard this audio tonight.
Yeah, that was some Stream.me lore from back in the day. You know.
I mean, there's not much else to say about Josh. He's just a liar and a self-admitted person who swept for pedophiles, made them a safe space, brief amount of time.
Chat. So, all right. So let's move on to something a little more funny, because I don't,
yes,
all this pedophile stuff.
Yeah,
it depresses me, bro. You know it does.
You knew it was going to be a shit show.
You know it depresses the shit out of me to talk about all this pedophile stuff.
So, yeah, it does, man. But it's just going to be a shit show no matter how you spun it.
Too many pedophiles, too much pedophile shit going around.
Receptor. So, can we just bring up the fact that Godwinston has a soda problem? That motherfucker had like 6 soda cans empty. He cleaned them. Not a single drop of water.
It's got to be pepped up, bro. Where is that? Okay, so first we'll go over my Twitter feed, because that's where all the stuff I want for the stream is anyway. So it's all queued up. Squire will be here later, okay? There's nothing I could do about Squire. So here's Gator, just real quick, as we revealed last time in stream. Gator said he never denied being Moltar, revealed he was Moltar in the Chudbuds, the ancient Chudbuds, the leak that now feels ancient, even though it's only been a week. And here's him saying, "I'm every sock," like it's not him, but we have confirmed that's definitely Gator. So I just wanted to remind people that Gator couldn't tell the truth, if it hit him in the face. So, all right. So here we go. Now, this is Pantsu talking about Vickers. This is a fresh update today. So this is, I don't really want to face Doc's face boyfriend, but this is face boyfriend. And as you know, Vickers had a huge problem with Ralph. Everybody, remember, everybody beat Faith. Everybody has sexually molested Faith. Faith has been raped by every man. And she was also raped by her current boyfriend that she said was 5 years older than her and fingered her at Disneyland non-consensually. And we're going to play the clip.
What are these Vickers logs? Are you going to play the clip first, or are we going to get into that?
I'm going to play the clip of Vickers coping about how, Chris Kerr. Remember, Chris Kerr is the exact same age as her current boyfriend. Do you remember Chris Kerr, the Goblin?
Yes.
Okay, the goblin guy with the fucked up teeth.
Yeah, he's the guy that got the sex tape. Yeah, he got the sex tape sent to him.
Yeah, he's the guy who had the sex tape sent to him, and he's the one that did the live, that was doing that live stream.
Right.
And Vickers calls him a pedophile and wants to put him in jail, but her boyfriend is the exact same age as Chris Kerr. Her current boyfriend, and she was dating him at like 14.
Is this the same one that he's like forcing to marry her so he can adopt Xander or whatever? That's like his plan? Okay.
Yes, this is the same guy that Vickers is forcing Faith to marry.
Oh, and Pedro. This is so funny. So all the fucking time.
They call him, the Vickers people, they nicknamed him Pedo Pedro.
Weirdos. He lives.
Yeah, no, it really does. Yeah. Like, I've had to fucking help the girls do that because they're like, no, I can trust the senior boy. I'm like, no, you fucking can't.
Yeah.
And they're like, you like anime. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, next week. But I told you.
That's kind of funny.
But talk real quick.
All right, you going to play this in the stream, or are you going to play it on the
boyfriend?
I'm playing it right now, Brian.
I can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? Hold on. Oh, I know why. Because it closed out and now it's reopening. Got it. Go ahead.
Go back. That's why you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about with the fucking with the Moltar thing. Okay. All right. Are you watching the stream?
Pedro. This is so funny. So all the fucking time, weirdos. He lives.
Yeah, no, it really does. Yeah. Like, I have had to fucking help the girls do that because they're like, no, I can trust the senior boy. I'm like, no, you fucking can't.
Yeah.
And they're like, you like anime. You don't know what you're talking about. Okay, next week. But I told you, he doesn't respect you.
But talk real quick. Let's talk real quick about Faith and her current boyfriend. Faith did meet current boyfriend when she was 14, he was 18. So let's do the math on that. It's 4 years. It is the equivalent of a freshman in high school, senior in high school, which happens.
Okay. So that's the first clip.
Okay. Well, I can't believe he actually said that out loud.
Yes. Well, he fully endorsed it, bro. He brought them to Disneyland so she could be fingered. And I'll pull up I'll pull up that tweet after we're done.
That's not good.
Pansy says, big drop. Matthew Vickers confirmed that he took his underage daughter on dates with her current boyfriend, including a trip to Disneyland where Faith claims she was molested by a 20-year-old man. Here is Matthew Vickers laughing about Pedo Pedro. There should be another clip. Where is it? There should have been another clip that was longer. Where the fuck is it?
Oh, you know what? While you're looking for this clip, do you know anything about this? Why Randbot is repeatedly saying that there's a warrant for Ralph's arrest in Mexico?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, that's because Gator's going on.
What is this?
Oh, Gator's going. Hold on. We might have to stop. We might need to stream snipe Randbot. Apparently, Gator's going live right now will unburden himself of a variety of opinions relating to the great hacking and more. Is he going to actually address Godwinson streams? Is this going to happen?
No. You tell me. We'll stop that. I will snipe that. If
I'll go look at it right now, I'll tell you what they're saying, and then we'll go from there. I don't know anything. I didn't even know this was happening.
Does anybody in the chat know that this is happening? I don't know. How many viewers does Randbot even have? Randbot's like all over the place.
Oh, they're live right now.
Are they talking about? Are you?
Yeah, they're reading the leaks.
You want me to pull that up?
It's up to you. I don't know. It's up to you. It's your stream, bud. I just don't know if you care. Debate Lords apparently is doing it.
Debate Lords?
No, I don't know Randbot's stream. This is from
Petrol Hour. It's Petrol Hour. We could look at it for a second.
Okay.
Asshole. I told JFK to remove you, but I never pressed the delete button myself.
What's Gator's cope that it was an inside job?
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't heard it. I just found out now. Getting woke in Mexico hits different. I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe something Ralph happened. Something.
The guy who hacks Chudbud is a guy I'm sure you have info on.
For this, Brian, it's nothing. I'm gonna kill you.
Hey, I'm just saying, if Gator's live on a stream addressing everything from
being a chaos agent, and hacks not only Claire's PC, but Sue's PC as well from the Minecraft.
I know you are.
To Dole, I was not the one who seeked out your docs. That was all John Fortnite Kennedy. No saved files on my computer are of your docs. Yeah, because you're going to get fucking sued,
what is this?
nigga.
Oh my God, Brian. Not. So
sued?
What?
I can't do this.
What he is reading are the people. So the people who, and this was covered in Adam's stream earlier, but the people who hacked Chudbuds were basically like people who like set cats on fire and stuff, and they would get shit on by the Chudbud people. Okay. And this one particular user was so angry because they gave him a badge that said homosexual that he hacked Claire Bear's entire site and leaked all the DMs.
Huh. So that's why it happened.
Yeah, they were very angry.
So they're just reading.
They were shit on by
So they're just reading this. They're not even going to address. I don't know how long they've been.
By Josh's logic, we shouldn't cover the leak because it was leaked by them. So
that's retarded.
So
I see. I don't know if they. I don't know how long they've been live. How long has it been live?
I hate it. Fucking downloadables.
What the fuck is Rand doing?
They won't play in the browser.
You faggot!
So you're a queer, aren't you?
Okay, so that's Rand's stream right now. They're coping about, even though Gator claimed it was me, the super Iranian hacker, the Iranian super hacker, Perspicacity, hacked Chudbuds. It was actually just two random trannies that abuse animals. Okay, so
that sounds about right.
Now that we've cleared that up. I don't know what this is. You want to read this? This is Faith sending somebody. Hey, hun, I just saw your bio. You're 17. Pardon me if it seems I'm overstepping, but I really feel you shouldn't go deep into the community, or at least into a lot of this, considering your age and gravity of the issues. Sincerely wish when I was younger I hadn't gotten wrapped up in all of this. I would hate to see another young girl get hurt. Okay, whatever. Okay, Faith. So that's apparently Faith contacting people. But I just love that Vickers claims this, even though he's got an autistic jihad against Chris Kerr, who was the exact same age as her current boyfriend and was actually dating her when she was younger. So that's just interesting to me.
Vickers is insane.
So moving on, we're going to go into a bit of esoteric lore on Vickers. Okay, are you ready for this, Bri?
Oh, God damn it. Yes.
Let me just see if it's sort of visible on OBS. Okay. See if I can make that a little better so you can see it a little better. Now, Vickers had a business partner back in the day who was perhaps a schizophrenic man, I don't know, an easy mark. So he says he leased Vickers his coin shop and provided inventory for Vickers, and they were partners in this business. And he claims that Vickers stole all the silver and the shop from him. So do you want to, why don't you read the first, we'll go back and forth with the paragraphs. Why don't you
so this is a, what did this guy write, a letter? Where's this at? On a blog?
This is on his own, this is on his private blog, yes.
Okay.
And this was
today. Jason Hummel. Okay.
Go ahead.
Today, Jason Hummel tried to do a citizen's arrest of 3 armed men who run the Rockland coin shop because they have stolen about.
Yeah, that's Vickers, his brother or brother-in-law, and some other guy who works in there. Go ahead.
Because they have stolen about $540,000 from me in multiple ways, including embezzlement, false pretenses, and larceny, all criminal offenses. Larceny is a criminal offense because it applies when they move precious metal out of the shop to where it cannot be recovered, even if I won a civil judgment against them. Carries a 2-year jail sentence for the amount of over $200,000. At 9:25 a.m., I arrived at Rockland Police Department as a courtesy notice and to inform them of my intentions. Brian responded at 9:50 to begin going over my complaint. He at first acted like a defense attorney and told me 6 times that this looks like a civil complaint. Wait, is he talking about the police?
Yes.
Okay.
He called the police, but they wouldn't do anything, so he decided to make a citizen's arrest on the Vickers.
I continually asked him why he thought criminal charges that carry jail time would be a civil action, and he could not tell me other than that it was his opinion. Since he took business law or got an MBA in college, okay. I left when he continued to act adversely, and when I got a cell phone from my wife that someone from Rockland was unloading bags into a van, I left to prevent continued larceny and theft of my wealth. Is there like a court case with this?
Yes,
I feel like there should be one.
I have the court documents as well, yes.
Okay. So did this guy win or did Vickers win? I'm assuming Vickers did, since it's his coin shop.
Yes. Apparently, Vickers saw this schizophrenic man as a great mark, and he stole all of the inventory and the shop. And that's how Vickers made all his money. That's what Vickers did.
All right. I left when he continued to act adversely, blah, 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 blah. We already got past that. Was loading bags into the van. I left to prevent continued larceny theft of my wealth, as the Rockland coin shop is 1 minute away from the police station. Followed by a van from the shop around the intersection and back into the shop, where I padlocked the door and locked my detainees inside. That's kind of funny. Patrol Sergeant Thomas Dwyer arrived first on the scene just minutes after I had padlocked the door to detain the 3 men, so I could then arrest them. That's kind of funny. Just imagining this is kind of funny. Instead, Sergeant Dwyer detained me and asked for my firearm, which I gave him. And then, without looking over my criminal complaint, he said he would prevent me from arresting anyone today. In doing so, he violated my Second Amendment rights. That sounds weird. Why would the police do that if you own the shop?
Well, because Vickers was
right
paying
to make
the
a
lease.
citizen's arrest.
That's why. Vickers was paying the lease. This guy was providing, but it was all his inventory, according to his story. You know.
Okay, so Vickers owned the lot, and this guy was renting from Vickers, his store.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes.
And then the guy stopped paying the rent, so then he got evicted, and then Vickers came in and took his shit.
Well, no. Vickers was on the lease for the shop, and Vickers had his inventory. Okay. He provided all the inventory for the shop. That's where that $500,000 comes from, because he says he had $500,000 in silver.
So that was Vickers' inventory, you're saying, or
no? I'm saying that was this guy's inventory, Brian.
Right. So then, why in the cops? What? I don't understand why. The cops
maybe Vickers paid off. Who knows? Maybe Vickers used his fucking Jedi mind tricks on the
my time to make a right to make citizen rent further accidentally became an accessory after the fact to felony theft. Again, Sergeant Dwight said this appeared to be a civil matter, and when I asked why, he could not say. Or he would say, he already said, what the fuck? Right. Or he would evade the question. He was being belligerent.
I'll read the rest.
It's a lot of bullshit. I want to see the court case on this. This is interesting.
Okay. So he tried to make a citizen arrest on Vickers for saying that Vickers stole his inventory, which is interesting to me because I think Vickers definitely saw Mark and stole this guy's inventory. Now, I have the court document here.
Okay.
And let's see.
It's not really. I can't read that at all, bro. That's you. That's you all day.
Can you read it now?
Yes, embezzlement of $540,593, one count.
Yes. So it says 2 years.
So this was criminal. This was in criminal.
Well, yes. He tried to pursue criminal charges. He claims that Vickers stole 20.8 ounces of silver a month. It's confusing how he says it, but he says there was 25,990 ounces of silver that were his in the shop that Vickers stole. And he says that's worth of cash, gold, and silver from the location at the coin shop. Okay. He says Matthew Vickers admitted to removing $377,000 in inventory off the site on September 15th based on that and other accounts. $540,000 was not recovered on Thursday when he came to the shop to try to make the citizen's arrest to get his inventory back. Everything was gone. Are you following this or no, Brian?
Yes. I'm listening to you.
And then he defined.
So,
okay, go ahead.
So everything was already gone when he got back. Everything was already gone. So
basically,
he hustled
almost all. Yes, he hustled this guy really hard.
What was the judge's? What was the judge's? What was the judgment?
Well, we're going down. I think actually Vickers. I'm thinking Vickers actually got away with this. I think Vickers said he actually got away with this and took all this guy's inventory, but.
4 counts, 5 counts, 6 counts. Possessed with a deadly weapon to dissuade a witness. Wow. Attempt/prevent testimony with threat of violence. Matthew Vickers that may have prevented or intimidated Jerry or Jimmy into refusing to testify that the inventory was mine, and so with threat of violence. I believe it.
And then here we'll go into the details of the case. These are all of his allegations.
Right. So what was the judge's statement to this?
Well, I think the judge actually filed in Vickers' favor because Vickers had the lease. His name was on the lease to the shop, and this guy could not prove the inventory because, I think there was a wink. This was a wink, wink, nod, nod type situation where he was providing the inventory for Vickers at the shop. So it was sort of under the table. I understand now. So he got fucked.
This was some shady shit. So this guy was probably a vendor, is what you're saying. He was a vendor.
He was a vendor.
Vickers owned the shop. He was a vendor, but this guy probably didn't have like his proper paperwork or something, or he was getting a good deal. And Vickers was pocketing what he was sending. He was taking off the top until one day that he approached him about it, and then Vickers cleaned out house.
Yes.
Well, fuck, man. Fuck, man. Vickers is a little fucking savage. That sucks for that guy.
So there's some backlore on that. I was hoping Squire would be here for this because Squire is familiar with this, but
yeah, I mean that's I don't know.
He accused Vickers of larceny, embezzlement, theft on false pretenses, theft, larceny, weapons, conspiracy. And intimidation of a witness.
Most people that are if you're a vendor of some shop and you're like a shady vendor, like a kind of like the table type stuff, you wouldn't normally go to the cops for this kind of stuff, especially $500,000. You just fucking you'd pull some cartel shit. A lot of times these guys would, all the shit would get tossed out. So I don't know. None of this really makes any sense. This is very confusing. I'd like Vickers to actually explain it.
Yeah,
I would like to hear Vickers talk about this on his next stream, if he could explain why this happened, how the judge even sided with him when he took $500,000. That's a lot of money for the judge to just give off.
Claim everything was his, and he didn't do anything wrong. And
the cops seem to be aware of the situation enough to be like, "It's no big deal, bro. Don't worry about it, bro." like that's another weird thing is why were the police already aware of the situation in such a way before he even arrived?
It's pretty wild.
Because the cops are like right behind him.
Unfortunately, this guy he used to have a whole channel, a whole YouTube channel with videos, but they're all gone on silver, unfortunately, or else I would pull those out.
Well, that's unfortunate.
But he was a blogger, and he did a lot of investments in silver and stuff, and apparently Vickers stole all his money. So that's how Vickers got the coin shop and all his money. He stole it from this guy. According to this guy, anyway. That's the allegation that I think is possible.
I got you. I don't know. I mean, you know what you should do, Persa, is you should try to bring the guy on your show. I bet you he would love to talk about it.
Is Gator, are they, hold on a sec. Are they actually talking?
Wait, what's Gator doing now?
Let's see. Petrol Hour.
Did somebody tell you Gator's live ranting at us? Are we going to stream snipe finally? Let's go. Petrol Hour.
Massive.
Huffing petrol.
Just unbelievable pressure
it's an alligator.
like that. And
is this supposed to be Gator coming on?
In that.
Everybody keeps saying Gator is saying
fucking
stuff.
next to him.
The whole sort of head gets crushed like a tic tac. I just looked at the size.
Is this supposed to be?
He is huge.
I mean, let's see what's going on here.
I don't understand I mean, that's a crocodile, but what's the point? What's this?
A month or so.
I don't know. People keep telling me Gator's on.
Hey, Gator. They're saying we need to turn this into the Debate Lords intro.
As a kid, I wanted
What?
He had 8-foot python.
I'm waiting for Gator. Let's wait and see if Gator has an epic takedown for us.
Yes.
And we can respond to it just live. Where Gator eats a box of Krispy Kreme donuts.
Wait, is Randbot a cat? Is Randbot a VTuber now?
Yes, Randbot has been VTubing as a cat
for 2 years. Is he really a fucking VTuber? That's not good.
Yes.
A Joe Toru hat. Oh, you can just hear the estrogen.
I love him, but he'd eat me in a heartbeat.
I believe very strongly in divine providence. And that was an example of divine providence.
Use your real voice, Gator. Just use your
mate.
real Kermit the Frog Southern.
Right.
He's never going to use that real voice on air.
Okay, let's finish this off. Oh wait, continued. There's more. God, how much did this fucking nigga write? This guy wrote a fucking book.
Like, what is Gator's take on him being completely wrong?
You went to also has certain repercussions, and I never even seeked out your docs. JFK would just autistically tell me to get on video and show me this shit while I had a laugh at your expense. So he's trying to...
So this is what they're going to cover. Gator's not even going to talk about Godwinson streams.
Gator never is such a fucking pussy bitch.
He's not going to talk about his leaks. Rambot's not going to... Imagine bringing Gator on and not asking him about him and Christorian X leaks. Like, he's on your show.
Why would he ask them about that? Gator's going to ignore it like it didn't happen.
He quote tweeted himself and then posted.
Right.
Quote tweeted himself?
Like, what is Gator's code?
On Twitter, man.
That it wasn't Plate Gang, it wasn't me, it wasn't
the Writer's Room,
it wasn't... What's Gator's take?
Oh my god! All right, there isn't a part 3.
This is Genius Anus, the guy who was stalking Margaret McClendon.
I just can't believe that Rambot is now a VTuber cat. I don't really understand that.
That's been going on for
That's
years.
interesting.
He paid for this.
I didn't know.
I pay money for size supremacy.
What?
Another thing you got wrong, Sue, is I set up like Ask Tiggler's Faggots fan club. Extremely wrong. I paid for the domain and VPS servers. I seeked out a tech expert. You mean you sought
Why
out
is Genius Anus
expert?
the guy who stalked
In
Margaret
these fields?
McClendon with
I don't know
Kenny
if you
posting
know
this?
who Imago is.
Dude, I don't
he hung out
This
on
must
the
be the
Chudbud's
post
Matrix
from
server, and he told me he'd
this
set
must
up
be the
whole
post from the
soapbox
farms
slash
that he copy and pasted
Pleroma
onto
stuff
Twitter.
for free. He even set up the Matrix
I
server
guess
for me.
so.
Are you
Honestly,
interested
could
in
argue
this,
that
or-
Zizaz Supremacy is his website because
I mean,
he's my
all
tech
I care
guy.
about is Gator
Didn't
talking
know this
about
much
his own
e-drama
leaks.
was going to
This
go
is
to
like
these lengths of
filibuster to me. Like, this
Gator
is
is
just
never going
legend.
to talk
So
about
be it.
anything. Gator is going to
How long have they
hide
been
and
live? Can you
pretend.
go back and see if he's even talked about his
At
leaks?
the end of the
Can you?
day, she
Is there a way to
embarrassed
scroll back?
herself online to a
They've been
bunch of
live
people who don't give two
for
fucks about
about
her
20 minutes.
existence. Right.
Okay, go back further.
All right, let's get back to work.
Wait,
Oh, come on, man. Oh, shit.
It's an absolute
Keep going back. Keep going back.
We have to. That's
Well, this is how it starts. This is
See,
how
I
you
told
end
you
up with
he's a
Discord.
fucking zoophile and he wants to have sex with alligators. You see what I mean? He fucking. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see what he saw. He picked it up like fucking instinct. His eyes immediately coordinated on an alligator.
Yeah.
Immediately grew 2 inches.
Bottom text.
Fucking weird. What is this? What does this have to do with any of the Chudbud shit?
Huge pine cone.
Nothing. Listen.
Are you really looking at Reddit? And he's on his account on Reddit. Are we? Oh,
Yeah,
fuck off, man.
but you know, if it happens,
I'm slowly getting
glad it
cancer from
happened.
this.
Yeah. So
What
I
in the
wasn't involved
fuck
with
is
it,
that
but
voice?
I was, and, you know, this shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. Ha ha, fuck you. You deserved it. And
Right.
I'm innocent. Please don't sue me. Now allow me to.
But you deserved it.
Yeah. Allow me to point out that I have
Oh, this is
details
cancer.
about my co-conspirators, but please don't sue me. So you
So
actually
this
Yo,
is
just
just
talk
Gator
about
code.
your
This is-
shit, Gator.
yeah, so this
Gator,
is
you were
Gator
in the
code.
logs, Gator. The fuck are you on about? Like, who gives a fuck about this? You're in the Chudbud logs. Why don't you talk about your shit? This faggot will deflect and hide from anything he's ever tied to. He won't address it. He won't talk about it. He'll just fucking hide from it like a pussy. He won't ever. Where's the video from Godwinson? Where's the Godwinson video, Gator? That's all
He's
that
not
matters.
gonna
You should be just doing
respond.
that and logging the fuck off. God, he's such a fucking pussy, bro. The guy's a zoophile and he's a pussy.
So I heard last night in response to this that PPP is claiming he's never even, there are no DMs with Gator, that he's never talked to Gator. So that was the official response from PPP. I don't know if that's true. Maybe we'll come back to this. If anybody hears,
Oh, you know
Gator
what?
actually,
You know what? We saw in the Chris X Gator leaks that they were talking about trading information for one another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and so I do believe that PPP probably isn't in talk with Gator, but I do believe that Gator has passed on messages to PPP through other people. That I do believe. Whatever he did with it, I don't know. But no, I doubt there is any direct talking with Gator. But definitely probably passed on messages between one another through Chris X or Keno Shea or whoever the fuck.
All right. So did you hear about this, Brian? Do you see this? Did you hear about this? Did you see this, Brian? So, Medicare Masochist.
Medicare Masochist for $20.
The tranny.
Wait, he's a tranny?
Yes, this is the tranny. You remember Medicare Masochist, the tranny from Twitter?
I thought I thought it was a woman. It's an actual tranny now?
Yes.
They're all trannies, aren't they?
Yes. So this person had a spurg out a few weeks ago, February 26th when this started, when they were started to get asked by about Andy. So I immediately was blocked. Like immediately. This person didn't block anybody else, but they blocked me. So this is hold on. So this is what they said in response.
I like the flag.
Yeah, well, because they're trans, so they have a trans flag.
Oh yes, I know. It's a joke.
So this is a person saying, Andy's into T-girls. Well, how about that? And the person responds, hasn't that been a known thing? And they also say, I don't have that tweet. I don't understand why. I'll look for it later. But it says, this person also said in another tweet that they were in communication with Andy, and Andy thought they were hot, and they thought Andy was hot. So that was just a little update on the tranny.
Of course, Andy's into trannies.
Andy
Come on,
chasing trannies.
You knew that. You know that.
So all right,
you know Andy's into trannies.
So let's get to some of this leak stuff. And this is a conversation between. Come on, load, you son of a bitch. This is a conversation between Vickers and Cog. Who do you want to be? You want to be Cog or Vickers, Brian?
You know what? Vickers loves you, so you're going to be Vickers.
Okay, so I'll be Vickers.
I'll do my best to be Cog.
Right, what are you screenshotting, bro?
Off. I'm not screenshotting anything. What?
I don't know. I'm just responding to the chat. The contempt case is tomorrow early. This is Vickers. The contempt case is early tomorrow afternoon. Ralph announced during his intro music that he was going to seek a continuance he filed today. Check out his financial reason. My fucking sides, ignore that. Was trying to attach all the court stuff, but I'll just email it to you, someone who is not me, has the PDFs. So this is Vickers spreading around all of the court documents that he's not allowed to do. They're not allowed to release the court documents, but this is Vickers spreading the court documents around. And
of course, he's always done this.
All right, so now you're Cog.
Cheers, dude. I'll take a look tomorrow, smiley face. No worries. Tomorrow I have a huge dentist operation, so I'll record on Friday.
And then says, all good. Piggy hasn't responded to anything from my show at all. So I'm wondering if his attorney, who refused to take this case, told him he's pretty much fucked. And it's because he can't shut up. LOL, pretty optimistic. I know, but a guy can have holiday wishes, can't he?
LOL, yes, you can.
Haha, yeah. Those two examples of myself and my wife isn't what does it say? Isn't legit, it, bro. Yeah, isn't legit speak. Just me being a dipshit.
LOL, I had to laugh. Smiley face. What's with the smiley faces, the Vickers?
Well, because Vickers sends Cog a lot of money to talk about Ralph. Don't you know?
Yes,
Vickers is Cog's top pay pig. He pays him like hundreds.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Vickers says, I earned it 2 in a row, and I fancy myself pretty good writer. It's always good to have an occasional humbling. Haha. Sorry. I've not got around to recording the other lyrics yet. Just wanted to ask you for the address again, as we're sending you some Christmas stuff. And Dan's shirt from Lisbon is in the post. Bro, you're back on Twitter. God. Send me a follow request. Yo, oops. I didn't see the other message. No worry on the lyrics. People absolutely love that version I've been using. Here's my address. And that's for Cog to send the Lisbon shirt. And Cog responds.
That's amazing.
Here's the next. So.
There you go.
I thought the esoteric Shaggyism was just another Mormon Shaggy alt, but his name is Joffrey Edivin.
Who the fuck is that? That's supposed to be Esso? I don't think that's Esso. How the fuck would even know that?
He thinks Esso is Mormon Shaggy.
Yeah, that's retarded.
So this is your line, Brian.
Okay. This thing popped out of the screen for some dumbass reason. Give me a second. Let me make a full screen. Okay. Weird.
That's not the problem. Is he never intended to monetize his channel? I don't think I have to give my identity until I wanted to do that. Not to make money, obviously, because that will never happen. But the long arc joke is just that I have monetized YouTube channel. I just lost. NRN can't. LOL. So it could still be him. Is there a channel linked to the Steve Wright name? That's Esoteric Shaggyism's name that he used to flag down Cog's channel, by the way. They're desperate to try to dox Esoteric Shaggyism. So go ahead.
Okay, so why? Okay. Cog goes, I have no idea. So Esoteric Shaggyism has flagged my channel again today. Making it a comfy channel so I can stream while YouTube realizes these copyrights are false. Is it Esso's in the chat? Is this even true? Are you flagging a Cog? I don't believe that.
I believe he actually did flag Cog's channel because Cog. This is what Cog does, and everybody knows it who does any kind of clipping. Cog will go to your Twitter feed and steal all your clips, and then tout that he is like the super bass guy who gets all his own clips and everything. Meanwhile, everything on Cog's show is completely stolen off the Twitter feed. Just everything. Cog does absolutely nothing himself.
My issue with Cog's show is it takes like 10 years to get through something because he'll stop to read every one thing in chat.
Well, yeah.
And
Cog's show has always been horrible.
He'll have like 20 minutes of fucking these sound bites that'll play for no reason. Esso doesn't deny it. I put him in his place. Okay. Well, there you go. Yes, he did flag him down.
All right,
there's your answer, person.
This is you're still reading, Brian.
Am I? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Simultaneously, I've uploaded his intro music to my TuneCore to be copyrighted. So he's going to wake up to so many copyrights from my TuneCore, which they do automatically. What are you guys really fighting over copy? Are you having a copyright war, Esso, with Cog? Is this a
a real thing? This was in November. So it says. So Vickers responds back, "What a cunt! I'm talking to my attorney in the next week or so to strategize about the upcoming contempt hearing because the stolen diary is central to one of my claims. I'm going to see if we can subpoena Mormon Shaggy, Daimo, and Mr. Deadman, all of whom I have a full docs."
Oh man, I still can't get over when Deadman got fucking freaked out by this. I told you it was going to happen. I called it, by the way.
At least
Didn't I tell you?
was
chat. Let me
smart
explain something, chat. So around this time when they did the diary stream, the whole time I'm telling Percival and Squire, I said, well, they're both going to get served. They're going to get served by Vickers and they're going to squeal like fucking pigs. And they're like, no, it'll never happen. I was so right. I was so fucking right. I was so right, Percival.
Well, they're so mad. You know why Vickers is mad about that diary? Because Faith,
because they fucked up. Should have never touched that diary.
Well, Faith, literally in a psych ward on meds, professes her deep love for Ralph. Number one, and two, she says her father is such a bastard that he's going to start a streaming career off of her going to live with Ralph.
Well, the only reason why it even had teeth in the first place is because they decided
he was going to tell everybody. Not only that, and he was going to tell everybody about her sex tape, which Vickers admitted to doing. He's told everybody, anybody who comes into the shop, all the people who watch the show, everybody that will listen, that Faith has a sex tape. You know, people who would have no idea because this little tiny corner of the internet is about 1,000 people. But Vickers had to tell the entire town. Vickers had to tell the entire town about the sex tape.
Well,
but I mean, clearly it's Ralph's fault.
Literally, they would have never. The only reason why Vickers even had teeth to begin with on that is because they fucking tried to. They did like literal criminal blackmail on air, which was the dumbest thing you could have done. That's when I knew they were fucked.
Well, it was supposed to be a joke, but it was all retarded. Yes, it was all incredibly retarded. You don't ask for $2,000.
They had their PayPal in the link. They had the PayPal in the link. They were pressuring the girl, and no matter how you spin it, they were retarded.
But she released the diary. But she released the diary before they even did that stream. She released it onto Twitter.
No, she did it under duress, bro. It was done deal. It was a done deal, bro.
Listen, another.
You know what?
Another cold take.
I'm not defending it. I'm calling it like I see it. That's exactly how it went down. They were fucking calling her out for it for that $2,000. They're dumb.
Another cold take.
And they got what they fucking deserve. They got what they fucking deserve.
I'm not going to defend DJ.
If you're gonna, unfortunately, all they had to do,
I'd like to see get fucked over is DJ Axel, and he's like,
all they had to do was go live and read the diary and just let it ride, and let it ride, and that's it. They were going to get shit no matter how that was going to get cut.
Well, yeah, they should have just read the diary.
On the severity of it. Yeah, that's it. Or not even touched it, passed it on to someone else. Like fucking, they're just dumb.
But she released the diary before that, so. In reality,
but that was only because Axel was already on Twitter with Dymo and them demanding $2,000. That's why.
Okay,
they showed,
a lot of cold takes. A lot of cold takes from Brian.
It's not cold takes, bro. It's not cold takes. That's what happened. They showed snippets of the diary. They showed proof they had it. They said they were going to do it if she didn't pay.
All right, the next line. The next line is yours, Brian.
All right, let's see. Backwards Internet says, "Go for it, dude."
At the very least, will be interesting to see if Shaggy would even show. He attended 0 out of 3 of his restraining order hearings. Of course, he didn't legally have to attend those, just to end up with an automatic L. Not sure what the potential punishment is for ignoring a subpoena. Dymo background check updated with his current address, cross-referenced on Zillow with photo listings. With his videos to confirm it's the right place. The irony. The most likely reason his background check update is because he got married a few weeks ago. The marriage license is public record and updated all his background reports. LMAO.
Married LOL to a dude. Oh no, Cog, no.
While I do my level best to not denigrate people who do not directly attack us because of their affiliations with those I dislike, she may as well be a dude. So this is
Dymo, no,
so
it's not true.
Vickers doxing the full council of evil and having all their doxes.
I love how like Cog is low key like Dymo married a tranny.
Oh well, yeah, Cog loves it. Cog loves this whole thing. So
well, yeah. I mean, he sucks Vicker dick. Vicker's insane, but Dymo and them all deserve what they fucking get. They absolutely deserve what they get.
Wow, I don't think it was really that big a deal. The diary, there's nothing in there. Clearly, let me put my takes on the diary. The diary was clearly written for Ralph to read because Faith is, like super manipulative and was like plotting. So she wrote this entire diary for Ralph to read.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
You don't know any of that. You don't know that.
Oh my God, Brian.
She literally, if she didn't write anything about Ralph wanting to read, is going to read this, and like this is going to be a Ralph.
Ralph is her Mavita, her Aquavita, her life force.
Yeah, I mean, it's a diary, bro. She's going to write out what she's thinking.
Oh, all right. Read the next lines, Brian. You're fucking killing me.
The diary. All right, what is it? Where is he? I tried to add Faith on Discord. She's not accepting friend requests. Oh no, Cog sliding in the DMs. I want to see the Faith Cog DMs now. That's what I want to see.
No, she just finished taking care of some business.
Oh, no worries.
And I texted the missus instead of Faith. Just texted her, but looks like you made contact.
We did, smiley face. Dude, way too many silent smiley faces to another man from Cog. Very strange behavior. That's sus to me.
Well, yeah, because
3 or 4 smiley faces to another man. That's strange to me. That's a little sus.
Vicker says, cool. LOL. Holy shit. She's with my mom. One of your anonymous biggest fans. LMAO.
Based.
Don't think I ever told you that Granny Vicious catches almost every one of your shows.
Holy shit, dude. Oh my lord. Could you imagine? There's like an 80-year-old grandma caught your show. Tuning in your show. Where's that British fella?
Can you imagine what's going on with Vickers in the Discord? Like this was like a little piece of what Vickers is up to, but I could only imagine.
Just want to imagine like she's got like somebody's help, like the either Vickers or like one of his like sons is helping grandma set up the fucking laptop. This is how I call someone a nigger. Chat. Like, you get him, British fella.
Yeah. Do you know Granny Vicious is like 87?
What do you think her username is? What's her username?
Granny Vicious is 87 years old, by the way.
Bro, what do you think her username is? I want to know. I need to know what her username is.
Granny
now.
Vicious.
Like, low key. I may ask Cog low key one day and be like, Cog, which one's Granny Vicious in the chat? Vickers in the chat.
Can you imagine this? Cog got off welfare because the Vickers donate all their money to him. Even the Granny is donating her money to him.
Well, didn't he just marry into like Dan's like cousin?
He
from
literally
his wife's cousin who was like Indian.
Cog literally married.
What's the story on that?
Well, Cog married literally a mail order bride from India who married him for citizenship, and that's the story. That's the entire story.
Are you serious? Is that like, I thought that was a joke. No way.
No.
I just want to. All right. Well, when is he going to start bringing her on stream? What is this? Oh, circus music. Okay.
Yeah, I figured that's pretty much because that's pretty equivalent to what the Vickers family is. It's a fucking white trash circus.
I just want to see I want to know what Grandma Vickers' username is so I can look up all the time she's talked shit in the chat. I just want to get them all. I'm going to be seeing this 87-year-old woman just railing the chat with N-bombs.
So read the next line, Bri.
All right. Where do we leave off at? That's right. Hey, that's great to hear. You. Oh, that's you.
No, you said, hey, that's great to hear. So even Cog is like, well, what the fuck? This 87-year-old woman is my biggest fan. Okay. You doing a show tomorrow morning? Morning for me, that is. So, go ahead.
Working on HIV video today? What?
Awesome.
Does Cog got AIDS? What?
Go ahead. I have no idea. I don't watch any Cog shit. So.
Although the stream is tempting, may end up doing a morning stream after all.
Vickers writes, shit, missed it live. Gonna do a replay. Second visitation is today. Let's see how he fucks it up. Ralph is so fucking salty right now. Man, PPP apparently really wants my attention. All right, I got the stuff packed up yesterday. It should be able to get shipped out tomorrow because I have to go out and operate my shop since my brother is almost certainly not coming in because he's sick. Once I have a tracking number, I'll shoot it your way. So this is Vickers sending like copious gifts and cash to fucking Cog.
Cog doesn't even respond like for a good minute to any of this too. He just leaves it on red. Motherfucker.
Yeah, well, not even Cog.
Cog's really sick of Vickers in his DM.
LMFAO. This has to stay private for now, but because of Ralph's antics during visitation, he's now, I'm imagining that's supposed to be not allowed to have any electronics during the next visitation. Best part is, they'll tell him any electronics, best part is, oh my God, I lost my fucking place.
Best part is they'll tell him this and he'll undoubtedly chimp out online about it. Fuck my spelling.
Not allowed. Not allowed to have any electronics during the visitation. Look how proud Vickers is. Because he took a picture of his son who had a black eye.
Yeah. LOL, what did he do? Dude, obviously I'll wait till he chimps and not divulge info.
Oh, he basically told May about Xander's bruise and she immediately tweeted about it. Just finished our PPP stream. Felt good to vent about that fucker after those last few years.
Did we watch that? Is that the one? Which one was that one?
That was in
I don't
October.
even know.
That was all. This is back in October when PPP did the stream about Vickers, releasing all the court documents when it was.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good stuff.
I got one more. That's you, Brian. You're the first line.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll make its way here.
Haha, howdy. Some time ago, you played clips from the pill stream, from the kill stream, where May and I just lost NRN. What does NRN mean anyway?
I don't know.
Talked about how they hooked up at Digibro's house in disgusting fashion. Do you happen to remember what episode that was? Zero rush or priority on this. I'm planning a super show on 12/1. So I'm just putting content together for once. LOL.
Dude, I'm telling you, just reading this, you could just see that he barely wants to talk to this guy.
Just read.
Cog is not interested in talking to Vickers. Not sure, in all honesty.
Says, found it. Looks like the package cleared customs, but is still being held at your local post office.
I'll get down there when we're all home.
Sorry, I figured they just take it to you.
To be honest, they more than likely should. A post office typically sends out the postman. I just need to go online, pay 34 euros, and it's mine.
They're making you pay? What the fuck? I sent you $40 to your Streamlabs link to cover that expense.
It's import VAT, but thank you.
I don't know what that is. I paid $93 to send it. LOL. Figured that would cover everything. I just looked it up. Lame.
It arrived. I've opened mine and love it. Dan will open his when he's... What do you think he sent him?
Coins.
He just sent him coins?
He's literally sending them silver coins, yeah.
He's paying people off in silver coins. He's literally...
Well, this is the Squire conspiracy, bro.
What do you... Oh, my fucking God, dude. How much do you think those coins are worth?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see.
You read.
Now that you have it, got me and the older boys to take a specific selfie with them. Was going to print it and send it to you with the poster. He sent him a poster and he sent him a photo of him and his family holding these coins.
Yes.
But here's the digital. Oh, I wish we could see that photo, Cog. Put it on stream. Put it on stream, Cog. Let it ride.
Oh, he's sending pictures to Cog with fucking coins and every kind of fucking thing that you can imagine.
Jesus Christ. This is a disaster, bro. You can clearly tell that Cog's just kind of like, can this guy fucking stop? But he sends him so much money that he's just stuck with him. He's got like a weird relationship with Cog now. He's like mailing him shit.
Yeah.
Sending photos of his family to Cog. Very weird stuff.
Well, they literally celebrated when Cog said he was going to send them the bloody t-shirt. The Vickers family literally celebrated. So this is now these logs are talking about Vickers potentially suing anybody on Chudbuds who talks bad about it. So, do you want to be Claire Bear or Zanny Berries?
Man, you know, I don't know. I don't know here. I guess I'll just be Claire. That's fine.
Okay, go ahead.
Zanny Berries says, hi. So is this the same? Okay, hey.
So you're Zanny Berries, or are you Claire?
No, I'm Claire. She starts with
read. No, Zanny Berry starts with hi.
So I just wanted to pass on that if anyone were to theoretically have Skype logs that involved anything personal regarding a certain young mother of a son, that it would probably be a bad idea for any of that to make it to the public eye, and that a notorious litigious grandfather would likely take issue with that. What? Oh,
keep reading.
Okay. And by take issue, I mean take any and all involved to court, like certain individuals involved in a certain diary. I already talked to Jesse. Fuck you, man. You just made it smaller. What the fuck?
I made it bigger.
Hold on. No, you made it smaller on my end. What the fuck, man?
How did I do
make
that?
Make it back. I don't know. Make it back the way you had it. I can't even see it now.
Okay.
There you go. Now it's like blurry as shit. Oh my lord. It's scuffed again. We're doing a scuffed stream here. Person, what are you doing to me?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. I can.
Okay. Is that better?
Now it's fucked again.
No,
you fucked it in half.
I see it in the capture. It's not. I'll just read it because Brian is fucking useless.
Okay. I'm not useless. I swear to God. I'm going to send you a picture of this from my phone. It's blurry as shit. Oh, wait. It cleaned up.
See it, Brian. I can read it.
Stop touching it. Stop touching it, dude. All right, you read it. You read it. Fuck it. I give up. You keep making it blurry and then unblurry. I swear to God.
Okay. I already talked to Jesse, but I thought it would be better to pass words of caution. Since I don't really know Jesse or Kinoshé to be particularly prudent guys. And then Zannyberry says, is this from Vickers? Kinoshé likes Vickers, and Jesse really doesn't care much about Ralph. Hypothetically speaking, if someone had a dick pic and pics of Ralph doing drugs with hookers, I didn't even care enough to post them. Pretty sure anything regarding Faith isn't going to see the light of day. Do you even know if there's anything regarding Faith? So I'll explain this part. So supposedly there was going to be like a gay op to expose Ralph for fucking hookers and all kinds of stuff. And supposedly they had pictures of Ralph doing all kinds of drugs too. But none of those ever came. We never saw any of these. So.
Okay.
So then Zanny Bear says, don't even know if there's anything regarding Faith. So then Claire Bear says, I didn't even hear it directly from Vickers, but yes, apparently there was quite a lot of conversation between the two on Skype. I'm going to change this music over to something different here. Oh, Jesus Christ. You need different music. The heads are killing me. Let's see, what's this one? Okay, yeah, Dawn of the Dead is good. It's pretty accurate to what this is anyway. I didn't hear it directly from Vickers, but yes, apparently it's quite a conversation between the two on Skype, which is where like all the communication is being funneled to. If you read these leaks as much as I do, a lot of the conversation is being funneled to Skype. So really, we're only getting like maybe a 20% picture of the communication. So it says, well, Vickers, so Zanny Berry's replies, well, Vickers can get fucked. I never treated him with anything but respect, but now he's passing along threats to people. And I assume Pit Viper salesman. I don't think it was a threat. I just meant it was regarding Vickers. I haven't talked to him myself. CX is testing my fucking patience with his spurgery, says Zanny Berries. Look, it was more caution to be very careful because you don't want Vickers suing you or anything. It says, so who told you this? Yes, it was Pit Viper. Pit Viper salesman and Genius Anus are like the top capos for Vickers, by the way. Zannyberry says, shocker. Why didn't he just come to me? Claire says, I've been talking to him and told Jesse was talking about Skype logs and his recent tweets. He knows I've been on friendly terms with you guys, and I think he was confirmed Zickers would go after anyone about stuff Faith leaked to us on Skype is the, like shit with the diary. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry it came across threatening.
This kind of covers over the whole Jim stuff. So a lot of people don't know this, but so Jim and the Chudbud thing there's no DMs from Jim, right? Mr. Mediker and the Chudbuds leak. However, there's a bunch of references to Skype groups like this one, and that Jim is apparently tied to. So whatever was said to Jim in all these conversations is literally on Skype, and we'll never see them unless one of these fucking idiots leak whatever Jim has said to them, if anything at all. So that's the reason why Jim's Chudbud is completely zero.
If there are any communications with Jim, it's probably on Skype as it has been.
No, it was 100% through Skype. 100% through Skype. But we already know that they've referenced this
for like 15 years.
A few times in the chats. The chats that they've been using Skype to reference a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So of course Jim has been talking to these guys in Skype, and that's why his Chudbuds thing was empty. He doesn't respond to DMs on there.
So, sorry for upsetting you, Zanny. And then Zannyberry says, people think of chat for people think of chat for memes and jokes in some kind of 24-hour op factory. when in reality, that is what Christorian X, Vickers, and Gator are doing. So Zannyberries knew that basically all of this bullshit was getting spread by Christorian X, Vickers, and Gator. What were they?
Yeah.
They're the gay ops factory. Of course, Gator is going to try to fucking slime ball his way out of it. After I read this tweet, we'll see if Gator is addressing anything. We'll give him a minute, then we'll go back.
Okay. All right, cool.
This is all really gay. I will talk with them myself. So this is why Zannyberries just fucking DFE'd and just disappeared. Because he didn't want to deal with this bullshit anymore. Okay, I didn't mean to cause trouble. He was concerned and asked me to pass this stuff to you guys. That's all. I hope you're doing well. Had a good break from the internet. So here, we'll check on Gator now.
Boy, the chat's about the diary topic right now. They want the debate.
Yeah.
Yeah, criminals.
Oh my God, they're still reading this? They just
reading
read
Kiwi
this.
Farms? What is this post on Kiwi Farms?
Dumb shit.
The same thing that they were reading on Twitter.
But isn't your whole fucking threadbare cover story that you are just
This is all they care about. This is I see what's happening here. Okay. I know exactly what's happening here.
Right,
they're trying to blame it all on this JFK guy. No, it's simple. He's trying to basically say it's all the JFK guy. The Gators, the Gator logs, the Gator League, it's all him. They're just trying to sweep it. That's all it is. This is a sweep attempt. That's it.
So
very simple.
What is your schizo theory on this, Brian? That this guy isn't
It's not
real?
a schizo theory. It's obvious. No. I didn't say that. I said that they're just trying to deflect everything onto this guy. Like, oh, everything that's happened is JFK's fault. Therefore, like, let's not look at all the Chudbud's leaks. Let's just blame the guy who did the leak because it's illegal. Right? Like, that's the new argument, is because it was illegal. It's a criminal act. All these logs shouldn't exist.
Well, yeah, they're using these two people that were on Chudbud as a patsy to cover up for, nobody else wants to get charged.
Yeah, that's why he's not addressing any of his logs right there. They're just going to keep pointing at this JFK guy.
Well, yeah, Gator
how much of a piece of shit monster he was.
Brian, I mean, Gator is not going to address anything. Gator is going to pretend none of this happened. Yeah,
I know. Gator
he's going to
is
go
a piece
on
of
pedo.
shit. Yes.
He's going to go on pedost, and
Ralph should have just gone down to North Carolina and plastered his face everywhere with Nazis.
Well, that's
he
the
should have done it.
tactics of all of these people. Everybody goes to the hub
He should have just actually done it. Gators got lucky that Ralph didn't drive down to North Carolina and do it. He should have done it.
He should have done it. I do agree.
He should have done it.
Ralph should have just took Gator right out. That's what I say. But no. So he got Gator now calling the feds on everybody. I wonder if Gator is calling the feds on this JFK guy like he was in the rest of his log. Gator has contacts in Marjorie Taylor Greene's office.
That's the insane part, is there's probably some fucking FBI person that has emails with my name and your name in it over this shit.
Oh,
that, right?
I guarantee you Perspicacity, the fucking handle, has been reported to the fucking feds as like this lead Iranian hacker with evidence of my picture.
Social media was a mistake.
And the Chudbugs leak, him showing my picture. And he's like, this is the guy.
Right.
Look through your database for this Iranian man. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Zoom in on this. Oh, wait. I can't make this one bigger. No, I'll have to read it myself. Let's see. Is it showing on stream readable? Sort of. It says people.
Yeah, sort of.
It's a little blurry, but that's because it's a huge chat log. So it says, people think chat memes and jokes is some kind of 24-hour op. So this is a continuation. He was concerned and asked me to pass it on. And then he says, concerned I get concerned. So Zannyberry's response, concerned I get threatening me was perhaps the stupidest fucking way he could have gone about it. I was the one who wrote what I said. I probably worded it poorly, says Claire Brown. And then it says, I have done what I always do. Memes, clips, jokes. I didn't take a break. I left your instance because I realized these people do not want to have fun. They're emotionally invested with gay and ruin my fun.
They're fucking delusional, bro. I mean, for fuck's sakes, you look at what you're writing. They don't read what they write.
Even Zannyberries knew that this was incredibly gay. And then Claire says, he just asked me to warn you guys that Vickers might go to court. Zannyberries writes back, no hard feelings either, but I am annoyed I have even entertained Vickers and his spurg threatening me because they're autistic faggots. Claire responds, I was trying to be cute with not specifically naming Faith or Vickers. I would warn them that Vickers will go to court if anything personal of Faith leaks. That's what he told me. The way I worded it was just me being silly. I didn't mean for you to come off as threatening. Kind of did the same thing when I messaged Jesse earlier mentioning that anyone hypothetically had access to a Microsoft account that Skype is owned by Microsoft now. I am very sorry for causing a fuss. A threat was not what I was trying to convey at all. I enjoy the funny stuff happening as a result of Ralph being so drunk last night. And then Ralph is live. Harry just posted,
you know what's crazy?
What is Ralph's number on D Live. And this is Claire spreading Ralph's number. You're the other.
You know what's crazy about all of this, though?
What?
What's crazy about all this is that they're all like trying to do gay ops with one another, right?
Yes, and they all hate each other.
They all know that they all hate each other, semi-hate each other, and they all know they're snakes. So they're all like low-key as they're fucking doing ops with one another, constantly reminding each other not to attempt to dox them or hack them or share accounts or like maybe you should just stop. That's when you know you're like, you shouldn't be doing this, right? Everyone around you is fucking so bad that you have to constantly remind them about legalities, about what they're doing. You're probably in the wrong fucking room. Like, person, how many times have we ever sat down and was like, person, by the way, I'm gonna let you know about some legal shit, right? That's never happened.
No,
it's never happened, bro. It's never happened. It's like, bro, can't you guys just chill out a little bit?
I just wanted to let you know that Vickers might sue you if you leak any of the stuff that Faith is telling you in these private DMs to run for us.
Could you imagine if PPP said stupid shit like this whenever we were working on it, like doing anything with the show?
Well, can you imagine? I bet you Vickers has threatened PPP with like, I'm going to sue you and stuff. I mean, and that's definitely.
Of course he has. I'm sure he has.
Vickers,
I'm sure most of these people have been threatened. So it's just retarded. It's like if you're having this conversation with people you're supposed to be working with, that you're supposed to be like doing these gay operations with, you already know that you're fucked up. You are already 100% aware that the room you're in is filled with people who are ready to fuck each other over any moment for a crumb of clout. The moment she brings up Jesse, she's thinking it was going to be on a live stream. It's like retarded, bro. Wow, just absolutely retarded.
So now she wants to identify this COG. She's very upset. There's a sock account of COG. So she says, you're the other COG account.
What's the name of it?
Well, this is on the Chudbuds. So she's trying to identify who's... She's very angry that somebody's trying to make fun of... Yeah, so she's accusing Zannyberries of being COG sock account. And Zannyberry says, no, I'm not. I run the Ralph account, though. Thank you. I never hide my accounts. If I were the COG account, I would have more followers than COG. The fake COG is a good idea. The execution is lacking, but she is decent enough. Okay. Are you the Pillstream one then? I always liked your parodies. So Zannyberry says, I'm Pillstream Live and Memphis Micro on Twitter. That's Zannyberry's other accounts. Then they link to
Memphis Micro.
So now Zannyberries is telling something that Claire has known for like 6 months. He says, Pit Viper, he's implying Pit Viper salesman is Vexillum. And Claire responds, okay. Well, it doesn't matter much, I guess. So many people these days have alts. How are you this weekend? And then it's just boring talk. But I just love all of this background bullshit that was going on. Now I have some videos that I want to play. We're going to stop sharing my screen. So we're going to watch some Vickers videos now. Or you want to watch, let's say happy birthday to RJ. And we'll play my favorite video from RJ. You see it?
Bye, boomers. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Okay.
What? Yeah, there we go. We're good now.
So was this not not everyone's cut out for it. Like
he is a really nice.
Probably going to suffer from his mental illness the rest of his life until he's doomed to eternal damnation in hell.
Whoa!
You know the
Surfer, no. Surfer, no. We're trying to wish him happy birthday.
So that's my favorite clip of Surfer. We'll play it one more time.
Not everyone's cut
Surfer
out.
does not like you.
Persip's probably going to suffer from his mental illness the rest of his life until he's doomed to eternal damnation in hell.
After this clip, I have an announcement because somebody's in the chat. He's back. He's back.
Who's in the chat, Brian?
So CZR, if you don't know, he's a infamous user, right? Likes to start a lot of shit. He's a shit poster.
No,
right? He disappeared. He supposedly got ran off.
Hold on, before you say this, I endorse nothing that Brian says.
Okay. Well, that's
just
fine.
For the chat.
You're going to change your mind. You're going to change your mind as soon as I'm done. So anyway, so CZR is in the chat. And CZR, I want to let you know that I am in talks with Euros. I'm trying to get Kino Corner back. I'm trying to get it back. I need him screaming coward at you again in the chat. So hopefully, if I can convince Euros, we can get Kino Corner back. But
is Euros going to come back?
Content. I don't know. You don't endorse it, bro. You don't get any of this. You sit in the fucking corner like you're a no. You sit in the corner. This is what you get. This is what you get.
Don't know I've watched a few episodes of Kino Corner in the early hours of the morning.
Great. He introduced us to a ton of different new locales that people have carried on the lore.
Who? Thorpes?
You know. Well, yes, them, and then we had Whoremaster.
Oh, well,
Kino Corner was just good content. Yeah, he just did good streams. They were really fun. So yeah, I'm trying to get Euros to stream again, CZR, or I'm trying to get it back. We're going to get the coward.
Brian, I never know if you're going to call somebody a pedophile in the chat or anything. Who knows?
Hey, I wouldn't be using these harsh terms if everyone else would just stop calling everyone everything and just stop labeling people as things. Because at this point in time, let's be honest, Persip, at this point in time, right? Like everyone calls everyone a pedophile. Like that's the new word. That's the new fag word. Rather than a faggot, you're just like, he's a pedophile. So Euros is a cross-dresser.
I'm not comfortable with that.
Euros is a cross-dresser? I didn't know. I didn't know you had issues with him, CZR. I thought that was a joke. Anyways, yeah, Kino Corner. Corner.
And this is what Surfer is up to tonight. For anybody who's wondering, he's going to meet Mormon Shaggy for his birthday. And again, happy birthday, RJ.
Mormon Shaggy for his birthday.
We love you, RJ. You know I love you, even though you want me to burn the fires.
I'm gonna have to contend with this one on my own. It sounds like they've set up dogs around Shaggy.
What?
And dogs are the one thing that I struggle to contend with. So I'll be right back. I'll tell you if I found it. We'll see here. This is
I'm confused. What the fuck
are you
talking about?
I'm gonna have to contend with this one on my own. It sounds like they've set up dogs around Shaggy's duodenum. And dogs are the one thing that I struggle to contend with. So I'll be right back. I'll tell you if I found it. We'll see here.
I don't even understand it. The one video, he had like a high-vis jacket on. He said he delivered like 126. He was hustling, bro. He's hustling that fucking Uber Eats, man.
He is.
You know? And he's got the high-vis jacket. Like, I could see Surfer, the way he sounded, it sounds like Surfer's like would park and he would just fucking start sprinting in the snow. You know, he's letting it ride with that nice high-vis jacket. I can get down with that. As a man who also has high-vis jackets on the regular, I appreciate it.
Okay, now we'll go back to
two things that bug Ralph more than.
So this is Vickers talking about entrapping Ralph, and this is Vickers
on his chat.
Vickers has like a guy in a wheelchair. Vickers
has got his like zombie wife photo. Yeah. There's like a weird clown dude, a skull guy. There's some fucking fire. What is that? I don't know what that is.
These are the Vickers capos, the autists that Vickers has gathered together to take down Ralph. And one of them is some gimp in a wheelchair. It is very strange. And this is Vickers trying to incite Ralph into breaking the restraining order. Here we go.
Two things that bug Ralph more than anything. None of them are actionable in court. To say that he's a small penis, right? Under 5, if you will.
Which he does.
Which, who knows?
His height is a big one.
I don't know because I wasn't there.
I've heard.
I haven't seen the evidence, so I'm not going to make the claim. But
all
right, hold on.
Vickers has definitely watched that.
Let's just put this out there now because Vickers watches everything you do. So I want to put this out now. Vickers, if you want to own Ralph, right?
Okay.
Ralph has recently been demanding that everyone do a live stream with a dick measuring contest. Vickers, I suggest that you take Ralph up on this offer. You go live on your channel and you measure your penis to Ralph's. Ralph, I bet your penis is big. Just do it. You want to dab on him. That's your ultimate dab on Ralph. You do his little fucking weird penis measuring contest that Ralph wants everyone to do.
So you think that Vickers, to own Ralph, should do what now? He should measure his penis. He should have his wife measure his penis.
Ralph has been calling out, Ralph has been calling out, multiple people, claiming that, his penis is 10 inches or something, and that he wants to do a live stream with anyone to do a penis measuring contest. He's called out Josh, Jim, Gator, all these people. And I think Vickers should totally do it. I think Vickers should hop on his live stream and measure his penis to Ralph's. Fuck it. Why not? Why not?
So you think, people to own Ralph should post their outlines? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you don't think it's a good idea for Vickers to do that?
Do I think that's a good idea for Vickers to measure his penis?
Don't fuck this up. Come on now. Don't fuck this up, Person.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea. Thank you, Person. It is a great idea.
If Vickers
If
Vickers whipped out his penis with the rest of all of the white trash Vickers, all of them that have penises, should get on stream. Even Grandpa Vickers, all of them should get on stream.
Grandpa Vickers.
And Mrs. Vickers should line them all up, and she should measure their cock and compare it to Ralph's.
Ralph's. I mean, this is what Ralph said he wants.
Sex tape, they'll compare it to the daughter's sex tape, and they'll own Ralph by saying that they have a bigger penis than Ralph. Absolutely.
There's one thing I would give Jim. You brought up the sex tape. I'll give Jim this one thing is when he was live was Vickers on the call when he said, I'll only stream with you if you review the sex tape with me.
Now, would you agree to judging the outlines, Brian, for the measuring contest?
All right, if we're gonna do that, we're gonna have Blackface in here. We gotta get Squire in here. We gotta force him to watch.
Well, Squire does this every time. He tells me he's gonna stream and then he never shows up.
Flamenco once in, he'll be the one doing the measuring. Yes, CZR, you were correct.
Flamenco's mouth is watering at this. Flamenco can measure all the A-logs, everybody who hates Ralph, they can measure their penis.
We'll make Flamenco the judge.
We will have Brian, the master of outlines himself, compare and see if the penises are bigger than Ralph's.
Now, what would you do if I just don't even look at the streams?
As a gay man, I could also identify the penises.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, what if we just don't even watch the streams of the measuring? We just call them all faggots.
Well, yeah.
What if we did that? What if we just did that?
Well, I don't know.
Well, it would be
more content if we just
Vickers, you do the dick measuring contest with Ralph, and we'll get Salvo pancakes to review it.
Well, that was another thing in the leaks. They all hate Salvo pancakes. I'm guessing is because I interviewed Salvo. Yeah, oh yeah, they all hate Salvo. I don't know why.
Why? Is it because of the whole him being a sex pest and fucking create women everywhere and a dude in the back of a car or whatever? There's so much shit around that. That needs its own Scuffed Express too. So, because there was so much shit around that was so crazy with Keemstar and all of that, and the streams that Keemstar did. There were some proper blood sports in that.
Wow. Okay. Yes, we will. We'll have to cover that at some point. I had a whole structure for the show, but I don't know. I always drop the ball.
Don't need a structure. It's a podcast, bro. We're having fun.
All right. Let's replay this clip.
That is why. Woo, wah, la, lulu. We're just trying to get content here. Get out of here. Get out of here, chat.
Oh, Brian.
You know what you need to get in your show? You need to get King of Sting on your show so he can start reading some of the stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. Here we go. This is Vickers trying to incite Ralph. And break some court orders.
Two things that bug Ralph more than anything. None of them are actionable in court. To say that he's a small penis, right? Under 5,
yes,
if you will.
It does do that.
Which he does.
Which, who knows? But I don't know because I wasn't there.
Everyone knows.
I've heard. I haven't seen the evidence, so I'm not going to make the claim. But it wouldn't matter anyway because it's not like he's going to go through the steps to prove me wrong. And second,
I'm just saying
that his dumb old whore of a mom is burning in hell. Those are the two things that he has made clear bother him.
Bro.
I can say Sandra Roth's a dumb old whore burning in hell all day long. That's my opinion of the woman based on what I knew about her in life. And just because she died doesn't protect her from being a dumb old piece of shit whore.
That's my mama.
Sorry.
So there you go.
I thought he'd go with height because originally Ralph, like during Gamergate, right? Yeah. So when Gamergate happened, people started calling Ralph short.
Yes, the infamous measuring contest where Ralph was.
Dude, I told you about that though, right? So so Ralph was still our friend. I wish Blackface Kermit was here. Next time he's on, we'll have to tell the story together because this actually happened. So Ralph goes on Skype with us and he's like, they keep making fun of my height. And he had this fucking milk carton. And he put it by the door, and then he taped a measuring tape to the fucking door. And he was like, "I'm gonna make a video, and I'm gonna show how tall I am." And the whole time in the video, he's standing on a fucking milk carton. It's amazing, bro. We didn't know what to say to it. We were just gonna blown away that it actually happened. But yeah,
yes, he did it. It was a great video. What about the infamous Brian tape where Ralph, many years ago, Brian also challenged Ralph to a boxing match. What's Up Gamergate?
You talking about the crossbow event? Oh, no, the Gamergate. Well, no, that's not how that went down. Ralph challenged me to that fight. That was a whole different story.
Okay, why don't you tell this? Why don't you tell your version?
Fuck, man. That wasn't even a boxing match. That was a cage match. So you're talking about?
Yes.
What is the guy named who wrote Gorilla Mindset? There was a guy who wrote, what's the guy's name? Wrote Gorilla Mindset.
Woke Gorilla Mindset. That? Yeah, that's really familiar.
He wrote it. Yeah, Gorilla Mindset. The guy who wrote Gorilla Mindset.
Yeah.
Started like this charity Gamergate fight thing. And he was going to fight Steven Totillo of Kotaku. Ralph, and that's never happened. Ralph, it was for $15,000 was the charity. So Ralph challenged me to fight on there, and I said yes. And I was already, training. I was already fit and stuff like that. So I was like, well, whatever. And I made a couple videos of me training, and one of them was the What's Up Gamergate one. And then Ralph backed out and wrote an article about how it was fighting IRL over internet stuff was gay, and that was it. That was the end of it. That was how Ralph backs out of a fight he challenged me to a charity thing. Because when I can't remember his fucking name, but he sent us contracts to sign, and I signed mine. We had to get blood work done, and then God, it's gonna drive me crazy. Whoever wrote Gorilla Mindset, because that's Mike Cernovich. Thank you, chat. Mike Cernovich sent us the paperwork. Yes, that's his name. Sent us the paperwork, and Ralph didn't sign his. He used it for his article, like a bitch. He was a big old pussy then. He's still a pussy now. So. There you go.
Unfortunately, the cage match with Ralph never happened.
No, I'm very unfortunate. That was like 2015, 2016, something like that. But we got sent the paperwork. I'll have to find it in my emails. I'll get it for you. Cernovich sent me the paperwork, and it was like stuff for blood work and shit like that, and the contract for the event and what they were going to cover and what we needed to do, and we had to get our hands signed and all that shit. And Ralph backed out and used it for his article, where he wrote about how I was retarded. He gay-opped me. I was retarded for thinking he would ever fight me, and like IRL fighting is gay because Jim said it was gay. So,
yeah. I vaguely remember some of this stuff. Gamergate wasn't really my thing.
No, but yeah, that was it. That's the whole gist of it. There's nothing crazy to it. That was it. And then he backed out.
Yeah. So that's the hot lore on
that. You met him for recent stuff where he was like, when he was like, I want a kill stream boxing event, and
that was like the fourth one, wasn't it?
No, it's only been twice Ralph's ever challenged me to fights. It's only 2 times.
I could have sworn
one was Gamergate. No, one was Gamergate, and then The second one was his whole Killstream boxing event in Vegas where he wanted to fight me in the ring.
Okay.
And then I immediately accepted and started training immediately. And then he bought a crossbow and threatened to kill all of us if we did it in his front yard. He would shoot us out from the windows.
Yes, I do remember that.
It was amazing. That was a good time. Somehow, because I didn't go over there and kill him, though, I backed out of that. So I was like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? I guess I should have pulled a cog and showed up and just executed Ralph in the front yard.
All right, I got to really pee and get a drink of water. My mouth is so dry.
Yeah, I'm going to be bouncing in like 15 minutes, too.
All right, so I'm just going to play something really random, really quick. I'm going to go pee.
All right, cool. I'll entertain the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a random clip from my folder of clips here.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Here we go. Explain this clip, Brian.
What is it? Oh, God. No.
Don't get mad.
Well, you can't go pee now, Person.
Let me explain why. Okay. I watched that whole stream unfold of you freaking out. You and AG Luck almost getting in a fight.
Yeah.
You freaking out and being kind of a pussy, let's be honest. You're kind of hot. You're kind of scared of a big fat man.
You said I was hot?
No, pussy. Pussy. Like, no.
Pussy. You threw hot in there, too.
Whatever.
You did say hot. You said I was hot.
It's okay. Come here, Andy. Let's make this real game.
No.
I saw you, too. I saw those pictures. You can't deny it.
In the zone.
Did you fuck failure?
No. What? What the fuck is this?
Well, that's very simple. Worski's gay. And Worski's just gay. And I just assumed Worski's gay. So I just wanted him to admit on air that he was gay. There you go. It was very cringe. But yeah, he was. I just assumed Gorski was gay. When his whole Miami arc, I was like, this is a gay man in Miami. Very gay. There you go. Fight him. That was easy. Yeah, it was a good time. Oh, here comes Persic. You saying X? You don't think Worski's gay? CZR? I think he's gay. I think Worski's a bisexual man. That's what I think. At the West.
I also have. I was looking for the What's Up Gamergate, but I couldn't find it.
It is what it is, chat.
This is one of my favorites. This is faith related. This is one of my favorites.
I know you want me to show your poster, Zoomer Girl.
Was I hanging with him? I wasn't. I just got off of work and he was streaming in Tampa and he asked me to come and meet him out there. I was there for like 15 minutes. I didn't want to hang out with him. I just wanted to grill him about Ethan Ralph and if he was a homosexual. That's actually true. I told him, I made him some crazy up story. Like, I can't get into this park. I got shit going on. And I just fucking left after I got what I wanted to hear. That was it.
Here's a little faith related tweet from for a little faith related clip. If anybody remembers this,
I'm gonna have to show this. Okay, you're trying to bully me now. Epstein.
Oh, I remember this.
There's the kills. Is that the female version of me? Is that what you're telling me? My titties are.
She
bigger
did a
than
female
that,
version
actually,
of Ralph. Oh
so
Lord!
I think we're gonna have to redraw that, but yes, there is the. She got this to hang on the
Ralph
wall.
is so. Look at Ralph's face. He's like trying to hold back his rage compared to now.
I'm just.
Ralph's like, you know what? This is kind of sad because old Ralph compared to new Ralph is like night and day, isn't it?
You chat. Good night.
What do you mean by that?
Fuck you, chat. Good night. Well, I mean, look at Ralph now. He just fucking treats his wife like shit. You stupid bitch, and just all types of crazy stuff. He's on Xannies all the time.
I almost think they're playing it up for the camera, though.
Yeah, but this Ralph is sober.
Yeah,
but this Ralph's like sober and not in Mexico and like not on the run. Like, there's a lot of differences with this Ralph.
According to Faith, they were completely obliterated 99% of the time. But Ralph was pretty sober.
I mean, maybe.
But
I think. Well, we know now what Ralph looks like obliterated. So
this is Ralph at the museum in Charlottesville.
Sorry, Bishop.
With
Sorry,
Faith.
Bishop. You didn't make it.
What?
Let me see this one.
Sorry, Bishop.
Around. You remember during Ralph's
This is the one where he had like forced her on camera in the car and everything. Everybody got the smile.
Sorry.
He was like, "Smile for me."
Maybe
I had that somewhere.
I'm not sure. I don't think he's that old either. By the way, if you guys ever
This is what Ralph was up to.
come to the VMFA.
I don't know. I think Ralph now is way better than that. Call me crazy.
No, dude. He's like addicted to Xanax and hard drugs, and he's fucked up all the time. He can't host any streams, and he's about to get kicked off Cozy.
That reminds
Treats
me
his wife like shit. His kids living in destitute, and he's in Mexico on the run. He all saw the kids' side.
Thank you,
Look, you know, all the Kiwi fags will think I'm like some Ralph Capo, but you know I fucking hate his guts and want to see that motherfucker hanging from the rafters. If the cartel got a hold of Ralph, I'd laugh.
I'm a peace and love type character.
Never end. Ralph can die slow, bro. I hope we get there. The last stream we get is El Chapo's boys picking him up on the side of the road. That's what I hope for. There you go.
I think he's more entertaining now than he was 3 years ago.
Oh, he's definitely more entertaining for all the wrong reasons.
He's
way more entertaining than now than he is back then.
Oh my god, I really need to clean up these folders. I have so much shit.
Let's see, does this qualify? Or do we need a...
What qualify? That's just fries and a burger, bro.
Paper plates up.
It's gourmet, bro.
Paper plates? I forgot she made him like a tuna fish sandwich.
The chicken salad sandwich.
In the sector, esoteric shaggism called it.
And for anybody wondering, so Ralph has been teasing that Andy supposedly tried to blow failure. And I did remember when I saw this. I remember, if anybody remembers,
Dude, he tried to mount the Adam guy, or whatever the guy with the pistol. He like tried to mount him.
So look, this is
what the fuck. Why do you have a picture of Worski's ass on Persip? Why do you have a picture of Worski's ass?
I have everything somewhere from the Knoxville days.
Why do you have that? Why specifically just a clip called Worski's ass?
Because
it's only like 2-second clip.
He posted this to Twitter, Brian.
I'm pretty sure this is gonna get flagged down. You just have fucking
no, it's butt cheeks, bro. It's butt cheeks.
Bro, listen, you just have a video that says Worski's ass, and it's only 2 seconds. You specifically clipped Worski's ass.
No, this was a clip on Twitter, bro.
Come on, bro. No, you're not gonna play. You're not gonna get away with this.
You never know anything.
You want to play the
gimmick.
Busch Garden shit. No.
Let's go over what Brian's fucking gimmick is.
Time out.
Brian doesn't know anything. Brian's never seen anything. Brian doesn't remember fucking Miami or Knoxville. This is an infamous clip from Miami where Surfer slapped Worski's ass, and he posted this to Twitter and then deleted it a day later. He slapped Worski's ass, and you could see Failure's handprint on Worski's ass.
That's fine. That's fine, Persip. Except you call it Worski's ass and you clipped it for 2 seconds.
No, that's all the clip was on Twitter.
It's just his ass.
See, that's all the clip was on Twitter. You're gonna look at it again.
All I'm saying is, Persip, if you're gonna play me at Busch Gardens with Worski, you're gonna get questions asked about why you got a video of his ass on your fucking computer.
I have a lot of inappropriate clips on Twitter. I mean, come on.
Why?
Because that's what Worski used to do. He used to have all kinds of crazy stuff. I have a lot of like random shit like that. Like I have.
All right. Let me ask you a question, Persip. Yeah. Now bring it back up. Smash or pass?
Smash or pass for Andy. All right, let's look at it again. I don't know. He's got a skinny ass, doesn't he? He's really got like no ass. So I would say.
Would you just take it?
Pass. I'd say pass on Worski's ass.
It's a pass. No.
I also have this incredibly inappropriate video. Happy birthday, Surfer.
No!
Go. Happy birthday, Surfer.
No!
I love you, Surfer. Happy birthday, my friend. 30 isn't so
channel's
bad.
Done. Rip chat. Rip chat. Why? Why? No! Oh, Persip, I guess we're done streaming.
I didn't think. I forgot Silver showed his cock with that. We're gonna have to clip that out. I'm in trouble.
Oh god damn it! Well, your channel's done. B why?
That's a classic. Surfer posted that. Surfer posted that to his channel.
Why?
Yes, actually.
Hey. You gotta warn a nigga, bro. You need to warn a nigga.
He's joke about
well, chat, this is the last episode of the Scuffed Express. I approve of this. This was a banger.
The show as well.
You want to hear this one?
Why do we have Catboy on this one?
Do you like jazz?
What is this?
Do you like
what is
jazz? So you like jazz?
Oh my abusive! Why do you have all this on your computer? Cammy and a tranny. Who is this?
Cammy
What is
fucking
this?
a tranny in a hotel. That's his. Cammy was really a tranny tracer, a tranny chaser. Do you remember Cammy?
Don't. Chat, we're in the Persip zone, chat. We've gone off the fucking rails. All right, you know what? Fuck it. Let it ride. Your channel's going to get yeeted. You might as well play everything. You've already got full-blown dick and sex and ass on it. Fuck it. Let's go. Let it ride till it gets banned, I guess.
Come on. I mean, I don't think it'll get flagged down.
It's getting flagged the fuck down, bro. Yeet. This is getting yeeted and deleted.
This one might get the channel flagged.
Why is there a black person with a bat?
That might get flagged down.
Oh! 2x4. Oh, they're fucked up. Boink.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Brian. You've derailed me, and I smoked a joint and got dry mouth, and now I'm really high.
Back up. You are not putting this on me. I did not say pull up Surfer's penis and Warski's ass on stream. I asked you why. You decided to show
ass
more.
Is not a violation of anything. It's somebody's ass.
It violated me, bro. You showed me. I didn't want to know that Surfer's dick was on the internet.
You were just asking everybody to have fucking outlines, Brian. You're just asking for an outline contest.
You what? No,
you're just asking for an outline contest.
Fuck you, bro. Fuck you, bro. You knew the whole point of that was a joke.
You want to see what the VTuber that looks like that Fake Manco is completely obsessed with? You want to see the ham beast that he's in love with?
Yeah. Let it ride. Let it ride.
Hi.
Hold on, we got it.
What the fuck?
Hold on, we need
what is that? Is this real?
We need horror music for this. Hold on.
Okay.
We'll put on the X-Files. Oh, yeah, we'll play.
All right, I'm gonna be bouncing here in a second, but yeah.
Well, you
go
can't
ahead.
bounce yet.
All right, you get 2 more minutes, and then I'm gonna bounce.
I'm a host of Australia. I capture cloud cards and stuff because I'm a magical girl, and it's the magical girl thing to do.
This bitch is crazy.
I like collecting things. I always have to go and capture and collect things because that's the whole point of a magical girl. I have a friend at school that I think is really, really cute and stuff, and it makes me blush like this. My brother is a total jerk, but like I think he's a little more than friends with that guy that keeps coming over.
This is what a VTuber really looks like if they're a woman.
See here, watch.
Shh, don't reveal who that is. Yes, it's a VTuber that Fagmenko's obsessed with.
My name is Tiger.
Which one is this one? Is this Peppa?
And I am an assistant. I am several
Is this Peppa
thousand years
Pimpin or whatever the fuck
No,
that
this isn't
rabbit?
Pippa. This is the other
doing
one.
their stuff.
I don't know the other one.
I also transform into a
This bitch is crazy. This is uncomfortable.
robot thing. Rawr.
This is weird as fuck, dude. All right, well, I'm done on that.
We gotta finish the leaks and then you can be done.
I
Give
gotta
me
go,
5 more
bro.
minutes.
I
All right,
can't
we'll play
stay.
one more Vicar video and we'll
right.
finish my Vicar video because I don't want to finish this alone.
Yeah,
You know,
I can't do
hate
all
those
nighters
videos.
no more, man. I got the wife's home from work now.
It's like 10:25.
Listen, person, I want to go fuck my wife. I want to go.
All right.
She's home from work, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm ready to go
More
get my dick
TMI
wet,
from
bro.
fucking Brian, bro. All
Hey,
right.
you wouldn't let me go peacefully. You fucking flashed me with ass and dicks and everything, all right?
It was Kino, bro.
I'm ready to bounce.
Gonna have to censor out
Yeah, let's-
Surfer's penis somehow. I forgot that Surfer's
Yeah,
penis was
I don't know if you're going to be able to. I'm
Surfer
surprised the
showed
stream's
him-
still up. I guess everybody approved.
Surfer showed that video himself. I'm not too worried about it.
Obviously, Mr. Ralph got some bad news today about his
Super
Dallas
shaved.
event.
Zoomer's
and
right. That was
Jamals will not be
Shorelia.
hosting.
But that was really
He
a
had an
VTuber. What a
interesting
VTuber looks
cope
like.
that it was because they were just getting trolled by Kiwi farmers. And I announced weeks ago that I was sending a dossier of all about Ralph to the Jamals because I believe that they would
Ali Jamal
not be real thrilled with what their son's getting themselves into. And boy, howdy, I was right. Certain things to consider.
So that's Vickers just,
He's litigious as fuck, bro. If you even touch Ralph with a 10-foot pole, I'm shocked he hasn't tried to sue us for no reason. I mean, if you touch Ralph with a 10-foot pole, this motherfucker will sue you.
As we know from the Chudbud leaks, Vickers was having people collect copious amount of information on the Jamal family so he could blackmail them into not having Ralph at his house. And that's him discussing sending them a dossier.
That's crazy.
With all the stuff
I got to
that Ralph
bounce.
has done
Vickers
wrong.
insane. I appreciate this Scuffed Express. This was something.
All right, I'll finish off the stream all by myself, Brian. Get the hell out of here.
I'm sorry.
Go fuck your wife with all your fucking
I love
TMI.
you too.
I love you too, Brian. Get out of here.
All right, take it easy, man. Good show.
All right, bye, bro. All right, I'm on my own. Brian is gone. And of course, Squire never shows up. So we'll read these last two things because I just wanted to touch on Vickers, his lawsuit for harassment. I want to show you what Vickers is actually saying was the harassment, what Ralph was actually responding to. So here we go. Hold on, I gotta take this down. I hate doing these streams long. All right, so this is what Ralph is responding to, what Faith is telling him, and why he was trying to contact the Vickers, okay? So this is what he was receiving from Faith, and why he was trying to contact the Vickers, and why they're saying he was harassing them because he was responding to this. It says, Ralph says, I'm not mad at you. And then she said, Zoomer girl, Faith, says, my dad is telling me I have to send you a message saying leave me alone. I know you said if I did shit like that again, though, you'd lose it. But my mom is losing it, saying she's going to come to the room and shit and take Xander. What am I supposed to do? If I do one or the other, someone is going to hate me, and I want to get payback. Okay. So then Ralph says, if you do, I'm going to call the police to Disneyland on your parents. I just recorded that screen on my iPhone. She says, if you send the message, are you going to freak out on me? And he says, I will 1,000% call the police. Now, what is Ralph talking about? Well, I'm going to pull that up. Enlarge, zoom, enlarge, enhance. Okay. So then he says, because he keeps trying to push. So Faith says it to Ralph. He keeps trying to push for adopting Xander. Oh, it and me and my mom both said fuck off. He wants to adopt him. And Faith says, no, he wants another family to adopt Xander. And Ralph responds, what the fuck? And Faith says, he doesn't think a single team mom is the right type of mom. And Ralph says, yeah, well, he's not the right kind of dad, quite obviously. So he has no room to talk. And then she says, but me and my mom know that there is a support network and lots of family. And that he could imagine. And two, can you imagine what that would do to my baby brother? And then he says, sure, they're his uncles. I get they aren't his brothers, but, And then Ralph responds, he's such a lying piece of shit. Swore on Twitter that he would never. And then he says, they're so young, they can't understand. So what Faith was telling Ralph basically was that Mr. Vickers was trying to sell her baby to like a Mexican family and get him adopted out, and that he didn't want to take care of the baby. So that's what they were doing to incite Ralph into contacting them. And Ralph's communication with the Vickers was directly because of this. He was trying to get in contact with Vickers to try to figure out if Vickers was actually trying to give away his child. Okay. And the Vickers, this is the basis for the Vickers suing Ralph for harassment. So I just wanted that to get out there. I just wanted people to understand what the Vickers are trying to do. What they try to do is they would send Faith or they send these random people to incite Ralph, and then they try to entrap him in lawsuits so that he won't be able to see his child. And it's just insanity. And that's my final thoughts on the Vickers. I'll talk to chat for a minute before I go. Let's see what's going on in the chat. So Esoteric Shaggyism says these DMs very directly show it's all Vickers running the show, and Faith has zero involvement practically. Well, yeah. I mean, Vickers is plotting and planning and doing all of this bullshit. And Faith is sort of in the background running her own ops for attention, but Vickers is like prime and center, especially these days. Does anyone believe that Faith is driving the litigation and not Matthew? I could put that up for vote. Let's do a little poll before I get off here. Actually, no, we'll ask the community this. Do you know about Troll Hunter being a Casey Janney? I sort of know about it. I sort of know about that. It was actually in the leaks that Kino Shea was feuding with this other pedophile who was also somehow linked to Fagmenko. And it was a big problem on Chudbuds. And for whatever reason, they made that person a Janney, that the pedophile. I don't know where Squire is not here. Squire does this to me every time. Don't ask me why. Squire always does this. Ironically, I'm usually the one that's like super busy, but Squire apparently was super busy today. So we'll put that to poll. What else do I have to entertain the audience here? Do I have any clips that I have not yet used? No. Let's see. I'll play something funny for the audience here. Anybody want to see any old clips from the old days? Name it. I'll pull it up. When IP2 was funny. Let's see. I've already played that, the Gucci stuff. Let's see if I have anything in here. So, let's see. Well, the poll is running. Starfish. Beardson Meltdown. So much random shit in this folder. Let's see. Show the clip where Zoom calls Ralph the Mundane Matt of Stream Me. I don't have that. I don't have. A lot of those unfortunately, a lot of Stream Me. I only have like little clips from stream.me time. Let's see. I don't know if I've ever played some of these on stream. First Ship Show, Where is Jim video from PPP. That might be somewhere in the archives. Do you have Baked Alaska screaming about mask and fighting pavement apes? I might have actually some Baked. Let's see. I might actually have that. Let's see. I have the original Ralphie Vicker stuff. I have... Ooh. Let's see. I have this random clip from IP2. It's just kind of funny. If it'll let me insert stuff on stream, it won't. Come on, let me fucking put it on the stream. Piece of shit. Let's try that again. We want episode 7. I don't have episode 7. I was retarded and didn't do a lot of those original streams.
Be fucking shit in your pants. Or who is this? Gucci's? This was right next to my fucking bed. Right next to my motherfucking ass bed.
Why can't I hear it? I'm sure the stream can hear it at least. Oh, I know why I can hear it. All right, let's do it again.
Any fucking pants? Dude, Nano, how old are you to be fucking shit in your pants? Or who is this? Gucci's?
I have Andy wishing Gator death.
Bed.
That I have. Someplace.
Right next to my motherfucking ass bed.
Whose panties were those, chat? Was that Gucci's or Nanobot Andy? Sticking his fingers down his throat was pretty good. Let's see. I might have. This is not what I was hoping the stream would devolve into, but I'll just look real quick and see if I have. Fuck Gator. I have Hassle Doctrine. Oh, yeah, here we go.
And Gator, by the way, Gator, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Fuck Gator in the face, you piece of fucking shit, lying psycho fucking cunt.
See, I have that. So, all right, guys. Any questions? Anything I could enlighten people on? In Vickers' last stream at about 2 hours, he talks about what Ralph is saying and isn't. Okay. You want to tell me specifically? That is? What is Vickers saying in his last stream? I haven't been keeping up with Vickers' streams lately. I know every 10 minutes he stops and screams about me and then goes back to his stream. But I don't know what Vickers has been up to lately. I'm kind of curious. Hold on, I need some music. Oh, I was going to play this. Then I fucking forgot. Brian derails me fucking hard. I can't remember anything when I'm streaming with Brian. Although, you know, I can't remember anything, period. But she's keeping her baby, Vickers. Just keep that in mind. It's yesterday's stream at 2 minutes. At 2 hours. I'll have to go through and clip it up. Zod clips. I'm sorry, she won't return your calls. Why didn't Surfer stream today? Well, he's probably celebrating his birthday like a normal human being. You know? Of course, we all wish Surfer a very happy birthday. Any plans on going back to helping salvage the dumpster fire? No. I have no desire to return. That arc is over. That arc is completely over. There's no more writers. There really never was a writer's room. That was completely made up by Brian. and then fucking Adam and fucking Ashton just ran with that shit. And it became a whole fucking thing. I would have preferred if, you know, we could have just had more fun, you know, but it just wasn't going to work out. Yeah. All right, let's see who won this vote here. 80% Vickers, 20% Faith. Who are the 20% that fucking voted for Faith? Seriously. Who the fuck is that? Who are the 20% that voted that Faith is actually the one funding these lawsuits? Do you think she really gives a fuck? She'd rather go on Dr. Phil. Shouldn't give a fuck. I mean, are you guys for real? Guys are fucking crazy. Here, we'll end the show with this. Was it gay when Chad King X Surfer to turn around and squat on stream? Yeah, that was kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie. Those are protest votes because you didn't get Squire on. Unfortunately, I just don't have any control on what Squire does. You know? There's no control on what Squire does. Squire's his own man. And usually I'm the one that's always too fucking busy. And Squire just never showed up tonight. So. But that's to be expected from Squire. He couldn't find the Squire best tonight. He couldn't find it.
Boy, she was part Puerto Rican. I'll just leave off of that.
What does that mean?
Have you ever dated a girl?
I mean, I went for a while.
Puerto Rican descent or a Puerto Rican mix?
No.
So let me describe it. So
they
it's
talk
like
about their country wanting to be a state a lot or something like that. What is a
no
Puerto Rican girl like?
There's just there's something about Puerto Rican women that just they're really nice and you have a great time, but then it's just kind of like you're sitting there one day and somebody walked over and flipped the switch from loving to Murderbot 5000, and they are just in there yelling, and you don't even know what they're yelling. You're just kind of like, am I about to get stabbed right now? What's happening?
This is Gator's fantasy.
Yeah.
Some bitch is gonna fuck him while he's playing Halo.
Like a pit bull, they just turn.
I think that might be all Latino women, not just Puerto Ricans. That problem might be bigger than you think it is.
Well, it made it worse because she was my first college girlfriend, and boy,
what would she do? Throw shit?
Well, the story. So I was playing video games. I want to say it was Halo Reach at the time.
Halo Reach.
And she got super pissed off for no reason. Just because I was playing Halo Reach instead of doing something like
this is Gator's fantasy.
I didn't take the trash out or something, and she was just fucking throwing shit at me from across the room. I'm just like, what the? Just like screaming at the top of her lungs, like what the fuck?
I don't know how the channel could be black.
And then I kid you not, but like 3 hours later, like I go into my room and she follows in after me. And she just 100% just wants to fuck, like, out of nowhere. And I was confused. I was completely like, how did this change from, you want me to die to now you want to fuck me to death?
You never know.
She wants to fuck him to death, chat. Here, we'll do another Gator. I have a bunch of Gator clips. You want to hear Gator simping for Pinecone? Here, we'll do Gator simping for Pinecone.
You're friends with Kirsten. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, hey, can you ask her if she likes me? And I'm like, I mean, you can, like, DM her yourself, Yeah. Like,
this is the funniest part. Is like all these fucking people that were insulting her are on the fucking slide being like, yo, can I slide up in your DMs, though?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Pinecone girl. But seriously, you won't fuck though.
Yeah, that's what he tried. This is the move that he tried on Pinecone.
It's like, why would you do that? That's so gay,
Yeah,
Exactly. Well, there's all these fucking nerds that are trying to like pretend they're fucking shitheads on the internet. They're going around and just like publicly because it's cool. They're like, ah ha ha, let's make fun of this chick, and then slide up into her DMs all quiet like.
This is what Gator tried to do.
These fucking incels, man.
Fucking incels, man. Hold on, we'll do the classic. The classic Gator.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of hurt feelings in the chat from their fans right now because they hate me.
Hi. How do they hate you?
You know, I've never really been able to figure it out, but I think it just boils down to the fact that I'm the co-host on the kill stream, and they're not. They shot their shot. They shot their shot. They tried their damnedest to be a thing, and they just weren't. So what happens? They start to move into other people that also hate the show, that also, want to see Ralph dead in a ditch somewhere. And they all start to move together into this like cohesive support group where they cope with each other, like the Killstream Battered Wives Shelter, basically. And so they all start to run all these stupid, like underhanded, subversive operations against the show. And the same thing happens to Dick Masterson. All of Maddox's people, they come up in this support group and they all try to run all of these crazy schemes to try to, this will take down Dick Masterson's show this time. Cartoon
That's you now,
shit.
Gator. That's Gator now.
And Gator, by the way, Gator, go fuck yourself, you piece of shit. Fuck Gator in the face, you piece of fucking shit, lying sack of fucking cunt.
Gator, you're such a fag. All right, guys. I'm going to bed. Well, not going to bed, but I'm done for tonight. We've been streaming now for like 2.5 hours. I hate streaming by myself. And I wish you all a good night. And thanks for coming out. I know it was kind of a mess, and Brian never knows what the fuck is going on, but it had fun. I had fun anyway. I hope everybody else had fun in chat. And I don't avow anything Brian said, but Brian, he's all right. I like Brian. He's content gold. Everybody will be back maybe next week. So have a good night.